Greetings, Ravenites! Brace yourself for an epic journey through the Raven's Realm podcast. It's time to buckle up for a wild ride filled with thrilling gameplay and strategic adventures in the renowned RPG Kids on Bikes by Hunters Entertainment. Hold on tight, folks. Our team of characters and Raven's Realm podcast is absolutely legendary. We got Mark.
Hey, I'm Mark. I'm playing Jesse, the teenage dirtbag.
And we got a DM like no other, the extraordinary Kai, leading the charge.
Hello, everybody. I'm super excited for this finale.
And then we have Brandon.
Hey, it's Brandon playing Joshua, the weird delinquent in training. Yeah.
Excellent. We have Chris.
Hey, I'm Chris. I'll be playing Dan Scabia.
And then Ryan.
Hey, I'm Ryan, and I'll be playing Wayne McCall.
And I think I got everybody but myself for this time, right? I didn't forget anyone. All right, so then got myself with playing Milton Bradley, the 17-year-old jock punk athlete type. Take it away, Kai.
Oh my god, I'm nervous, but very excited. But before we kick off back into the action, we'll do a little recap from last time. Let's start with Chris. What do you remember from last session?
Okay, yeah, I remember breaking into MSI, and then we used some different keys and key cards to get around. And then we went underground. We found like a hidden hatch underneath MSI. And then we kind of explored like these secret tunnel area, and we found like a weird dehydrated egg thing. And that was inside of a chest, and a bunch of dangerous black ooze came spilling out of that chest. So I remember that much.
Yeah.
Also looking for my sister.
Yes, Sarah still may or may not be missing. Mark, what do you...
Sarah's just back in college.
Yeah, she just went home early, and who knows what happened to her car. Mark, what do you remember from last session?
Okay, I remember, the egg. I remember flame-throwing the egg and killing it. And then from there, I think we went a little bit deeper into the tunnels, and we saw a ghost dog that was leading us somewhere. And I don't know if I left any more roadway for anyone else unless they remember like something. I think we left off around there.
Ryan, do you remember anything else?
So we saw a lot of people going towards the pep rally. Dr. Lane with a big medicine kit to do his trainer duties. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson, the O'Keefes, just a shit ton of people. And while me and Josh were, staking out, waiting for Grant, he slipped out the back window, and we don't know where he went, or it appeared that he slipped out the back window because it was dark, lights were off, and the window was open. I opened my dad's briefcase, found some interesting things, an NDA form with MSI logo and PCN Holdings, a signature of Paul Stanford, who I don't know who that is, and just like a ominous note saying that he had to leave. Powerful people are in this town, and he's done something for the greater good, and to go find a key near my mom's bedside table, which I got alongside some letters he left me. And then we went to MSI, opened, used the key in the bottom basement, and there's this chest, and I went over and opened it, and this black ooze smoke thing tried to get me, but Milton, I believe, saved my life. And I was just confused on why my dad would leave me this key. And then we went to Joshua's house, found a hidden passageway underneath the house, and are in the underground.
Yes. We're currently in the tunnels. Brandon, do you have anything else that you remember from last session?
I remember not getting a chili dog and instead going down into danger to help my friends.
Selfless.
What's the status on your nugs? How many do you got on you?
I gave all the nugs to that dog.
Oh no, we're screwed, guys.
I regret nothing.
No, the coach is screwed. That Rottweiler probably shit all over his living room.
I mean, honestly, it probably is the best food it's had ever. No,
Yeah.
like, not even probably.
Right?
Well,
No,
that 80s dog food though
definitely.
you're comparing to, I don't know.
No, it was getting fed rotten frozen meat.
Oh, that's right,
so
that's right.
Definitely the nugs with a little bit of cornucola on them is better than that. And finally, Justin, do you remember anything else from last session?
I do. Y'all said so much. I guess the only thing I don't, and maybe Chris said it at the beginning, I think he might have, but we had 2 tunnels that we could have gone through, and then the ghost dog came through the second tunnel that we were thinking about going to, but that was taking us out of town, and then we were kind of going to the first tunnel because of that, I think.
Yeah, you guys were heading to a tunnel that led further out of town, kind of under the sports stadium and things like that, and a dog came running from the other tunnel and kind of was, I don't know, blinking in and out of existence in one direction to have you guys follow it. Dog's name is Ralph, by the way. That was the first character I ever created for this campaign, and I haven't used it until now. But
Boy, Ralph.
we are going to get started. You guys are in the dark, dank tunnels underneath Sparrow View. And before we get into any of that narration stuff, I'm going to need Joshua and Jesse to give me a grit roll. You are the only 2 characters that have lingering injuries and have absolutely not gone to a doctor about them. The DC has been decreased because Wayne has helped you guys. So instead of a DC 17, it's going to be a DC 15.
Oh.
You do not want to fail this by more than 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be good work.
Oh, 3.
Oh.
Oh my god, of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so
pop an
DC
adversity token and pass that.
It was DC 12. You got it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay.
Yeah. I've got 3 adversity tokens, which would put me at 6. But I think that's still...
So I'll tell you the levels and then I will let you decide because I'm being kind. That's the last episode. You are completely fine, Joshua. You're good. You've been surviving with this concussion and gape on your head, running around. You're born to deal with it. Essentially, this is what the game mechanic behind it is. If you failed by 5, which would be a 7, it would be -1. No, it would be a mechanical -1 to either fight or flight.
Okay.
You failed by 9, which is not 10, so you're still in that category, which is fine. But if you had failed by 10, it would be a -1 to both fight and flight, and if you failed by more than 10, which would be getting a 1, you would have a -2 to fight and a -1 to flight. So you can choose between -1 to either fight or flight, but you're not going to get out of that range with 3. So you might as well not spend the adversity tokens.
Might as well not spend, you think?
Yeah, because
You get nothing for it.
you're not at that 10 threshold. So you
Oh,
spend 3,
okay.
you're not getting out of that less than 5 range. So
Okay. Well then, yeah.
So,
adversity.
just choose which one.
I
Fail
think-
by fight or flight.
I think fight. I'll do modification.
Just make sure the mechanic. You don't have to write it or anything. I will mark it, but just try to keep me in check that you have failed that.
Okay.
Okay.
I put it in there. Cool. It works.
Okay, perfect. Okay. As a reminder of your marching orders, it is Joshua and Ralph now at the beginning, Milton right behind, Daniel behind Milton, and then Jesse, and at the rear is Wayne. You guys can change your marching order if you want. It's just very tight quarters and it'll be very difficult to do so unless you get to, say, like a fork in the road or something like that where you have a little bit more room to navigate around. But just let me know if you want to do that at whatever point. If not, I'm just going to assume that is the order of that you're walking in. Everybody, actually just Joshua and Milton, give me a brains roll DC 10.
do brains. We never do
know.
well on this. As a group, it's like for 1.
Adversity, 1.
1.
Okay.
Rolled a
Diversity
1.
check.
Milton got a 1. Milton has no idea what's happening.
I don't.
But but Joshua, you're with Ralph at the front, so you kind of get the gist that, well, Ralph seems to intuitively know the way, as in not the direction of the tunnels, but like the cardinal direction that you guys need to go in the tunnels. He doesn't know specifically which path is the correct one. So you have the option of relying on Ralph to like take you in ways, but you've noticed so far as you guys have been walking that he'll backtrack sometimes if you've passed like a specific point that would lead you in the right cardinal direction but will not lead you in the right tunnel. So he's kind of a little bit of an unreliable guide per se. But you do have this ball. You guys have taken your first way down the path, and generally since you've chosen one direction that goes further into town, you haven't run into many more forks other than that, but you do kind of notice that it's not as if it's a direct line into town, but it is curving in and out in particular ways. Where are you guys trying to go? Trying to get to?
We were using
Was-
the map, right? Or were you going to pull it out, Justin or Milton?
Yeah, let me get that right out.
That's what.
It is.
And Josh would turn around. Don't we have a map of this place? Maybe we need to use that. Where are we going?
My hand's kind of messed up from that fucking dog.
Should we go to the field? That's where all the people are.
Yeah, I thought we were aiming for underneath
I
the
think
field,
so.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because are like
We
the,
were. But we don't know that that's right.
yeah.
we don't. But it's our best guess.
It's worth
No,
a
I-
shot if it saves
I
Sarah.
think wherever Ralph is trying to go is the correct place to go.
Okay.
Ralph. Oh, the dog. Yeah. I feel like we're all surprisingly okay with this ghost dog.
Does it seem like a ghost dog, or does it seem like just a normal ass dog that seems intuitively trying to go in a direction?
Well, it is blinking in and out of corporeal space, but when you touch it jumped into your arms and licked you. It is definitely like a dog.
And it has tags that we saw that its name is Ralph.
Yeah, it has like a little bone collar on. It has like a little blue collar on, and it has a little like steel metal tag that says Ralph on it.
Did we know how it died? Did Mr. Hornsby mention that?
No, Mr. Hornsby never really mentioned it. You just saw that when you guys were at his house that he had a dog bowl for water and food kind of near the front area. And some like dog toys and stuff around the house.
Old pet.
I would say you guys would know that it used to hang around the Herschel Cane a lot longer. Some of like the shop owners and restaurant owners would like feed it. It was a stray dog. But it now seems as if Mr. Hornsby is taking care of it.
Noted. Yep. Well, Joshua likes dogs. I don't think I need to explain that or justify that any further.
I mean, it's better than the Rottweiler, so.
Nah, it was a sweet boy. He was just protecting his house. That's why you knock.
True. Well,
It's
were we knocking on the other houses as well?
You knocked on all the other
All
ones.
the other ones except for that one.
I thought you guys were
It
climbing.
was the one house you didn't knock on.
I'm the one who knocks. Yeah, just like Wayne would be like, yeah, I mean, you don't got any other leads other than the map, and I guess we just
So
try
is
to.
that- Oh, good.
I guess we just follow Ralph. He's been here for a while, yeah? I'd assume.
Yes, but let's figure out where Ralph's trying to go. The map was big and heavy, so it's not something you just put in your pocket. So you probably have been lugging it.
It's in his backpack.
Okay. Jansport's doing work. I don't know, did they have Jansport in the 80s?
I think Jansport did exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Backpacks barely existed in '83. Not
Right.
many people actually used them.
Jansport was created in 1967. You're good.
That's some excellent trivia.
Free trivia.
Yeah, so-
it's the only lead that we have. So,
So
I mean, it's worth it if it helps us save Sarah.
I haven't heard keywords like I whip it out.
I whip it out.
Don't say that.
I whip my big ball
Sorry.
out.
With the Golden Globe, could we follow the dog while tracing where we're at on the globe, just to make sure we keep an eye of where we're at?
Yeah, so you guys were kind of able to figure out where you were from, like, the Spencer home, and you can kind of trace that, like, once you got to that fork, it was clearly this way. But something that you guys have started to notice is that there are a lot of lines on this map that don't exist anymore. Like, for example, there are forks where you would think a fork would be, it's just blank wall. So that it seems as if there's been some tunnel that have either collapsed or have been, like, filled in or things like that. So they're not all completely active. So this ball has more information on it than you would be able to use to, like, reliably navigate exactly where you are. Especially because the tunnels, like, turn and things like that. So what could be a turn or could be a fork kind of gets blurry as you're looking at this map. But because you guys asked, I will allow Milton, Daniel, or Joshua, because you guys are the ones that are around the ball, to make either a grit roll or a brains roll, DC 15, to figure out what direction Ralph is leading you in. But you guys still haven't told me where you're trying to go other than you're following the dog. So if you're just following the dog, that's completely fine, but what is your end goal of being in the tunnels?
Ooh. Okay, I guess to articulate that, our goal, our hope here is between, I think Joshua sees, well, no, Josh doesn't really know about the eggs. You haven't really gone on about the eggs and needing to destroy them. So Josh doesn't know that. So I think saving Sarah is Josh's ultimate intent here.
Okay.
If Josh knew about the egg, he would probably hold destroying
looking
eggs and saving at the same.
We were definitely looking for the sacrifice spot because we were thinking possibly that was what was going on last I checked. And I know that Wayne wanted to also check on the key. Did we use the hoe key or the other key?
Yeah, we use a hokey.
You use the hokey.
So we still have the
Yes.
other one that we don't really know what it goes to.
Right. So you have the
Justin
hokey and you
Whitney.
have the TS key.
TS key.
Was
Didn't
that
Josh witness the opening the wooden chests and stuff? You weren't there? And, like, finding the dehydrated egg?
We did. We found the egg, but he didn't get whoever's Hornsby's
yeah.
tirade about them.
That's
He didn't. And I don't think that was conveyed. And I think it's kind of in character to not necessarily convey 100% of that.
Does anyone else find the psychic scream concerning? That was pretty fucking weird, right?
What do you mean?
Whenever I burned that egg, I heard like this screaming in my mind.
Yeah.
I think only a couple of you heard that. I think
I
it was
definitely heard
just Milton and Jesse. I don't remember if anybody else did. But okay, so your goal is to find the sacrifice spot, save Sarah, and maybe destroy the eggs. Current plan is to follow Ralph the dog.
No.
I got 2 brains rolls. Chris, you can also roll if you want to.
Why not?
Oh wait, those are old brains rolls. DC 15 brains from Joshua, Milton, and Daniel.
Milton with the 1. Classic.
Get a 3.
Classic Milton.
Yep. Nope. We're just
35.
Beautiful.
We aren't the smartest group of adventurers, but
So you guys kind of, again, as I talked about with Ralph being, he knows the right cardinal direction, he doesn't know the tunnel directions, essentially. And because he is kind of this thing that can bounce between places, he may be going into a tunnel and then bouncing back to you guys, wondering where you are. Occasionally, just because you don't have the same pathways that he does going places.
No.
But he does always come back to you guys and stay by your side, but does seem a little confused and like will spin around in a circle, blink off and come back occasionally as you guys are trying to go somewhere. You guys spend a solid 25 to 30 minutes wandering around, in the tunnels. And Ralph kind of leads you. You aren't quite sure where you are, but it's not close. It seems as if you have gotten away from, at least, like very far away from the Spencer home. You guys have been traveling for a while. You've been taking twists and turns. At one point, you kind of did hear like very, very distant cheering. But the tunnel path that you guys took kind of led you away from that. And you guys come upon a ladder.
You said tearing?
Cheering. Like, hoorah.
Oh,
No,
cheering.
cheer at a football game.
Oh, I heard
we're
tearing, as in
thinking-
like skin tearing from flesh.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said.
Sorry, no.
Cheering.
Game?
Yeah, it sounds like it could be the football game. We go up this ladder?
Is Ralph wanting us to go up the ladder?
Ralph is just spinning around in circles at your feet currently. He looks a little confused.
What if this dog's just like repeating itself over and over like a memory or something?
Right. It's stained glass theory.
Is
Stained
he
time.
spinning around because you said he's confused? Is that clear?
He looks a little confused. Whoever wants to investigate Ralph, you've kind of gotten to this ladder, so you guys are able to like circle up a little bit. There's a little bit more space here. Whoever wants to try and decipher the dog, give me a charm roll DC 12.
I can do that.
What a strange dog.
And not to metagame too hard here, right? But like, people that were not Josh and Milton, or no, Josh and Wayne, were warned about some terrible event happening at the stadium, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure
At
that
the
was
stadium?
at the stadium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I heard that. Mr. Hornsby said that.
I think Mr. Hornsby specifically said, "Don't stay away from crowds, because that's where bad things happen."
Yeah,
Oh.
I said that.
Right.
And so we thought underneath the stadium would be like something weird going on, but it was just a hunch.
It might be even weirder or less safe being down here in the tunnels, right? This is where that thing travels, right?
What thing?
The ooze and like
What?
y'all didn't see the ooze?
We saw some ooze like in your bottle and shit.
Yeah.
It all kind of fizzled away.
Didn't it kind of go into the tunnel? Whenever it fizzled away, it went like into the ground.
Yeah, it just went in the ground. Who knows where it went after that?
Something to think about.
Something to think about. Who wants to pop their head up and see what's going on in the game?
I'll see. They all know me there. It won't be a problem.
Should we stay here or should we go up?
I don't really want to go up. I have zero desire to go up.
I'll peek up, and then I'll let y'all know if it's safe or if something's going on.
Jesse's gonna move out of the way of the stairs just in case you fall because I don't know what you're gonna roll on your brains or whatever.
Well, Milton is.
Brains are charm. I'm in trouble.
While Milton is climbing, can I look at the ball and see, like, is this ladder and this tunnel supposed to be here, or is this like a new addition prior to this ball's creation?
Yeah, give me a brains roll. DC 13.
20.
Nice.
Damn.
This seems, because you mentioned it and because I said that this area is a little wider than the rest of the areas, this seems, I wouldn't say it's a new addition, but it's definitely not a part of this map. Like there is, now that you hear cheering, you're like, oh, we're probably near the field. You can tell that there's a tunnel here, but there hasn't been a ladder here before. As in, like, it doesn't show, like, a place where an exit would be. When you're looking at the map itself, you see there's kind of like a little jutting fork at all of the places where an exit would be. Well, some of the places, like when you're at Joshua's home, you're able to find out like this was an entrance, this is the right tunnel that you're in, because it was like a little jut out of the tunnel way to see, and there isn't one here for this ladder.
Interesting. Yeah, this isn't supposed to be here, so maybe Ralph is just confused because of that.
Not supposed to be here.
Okay.
Yeah. This used to continue. Is that correct? There isn't
It
an
does
exit
still
here on the
continue.
map. Oh, it does still continue. Yeah.
The tunnel still keeps going, but there's no place for there to be an exit.
I see. Yeah, this ladder is new.
I wish we had our bikes, man. I don't know what's going on down here. I don't know if we're making the right move being down, up.
Just let me take a quick look and see if anyone's around. And I'll let you know if we're safe.
Sure.
All right, we'll chill down here for a bit.
Cool.
You can.
Do I need to do anything, or do I just do it?
You can climb up a ladder. You're a pretty brawny guy. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Brains.
And it's a similar like trap door type thing, but you see that this trap door itself is kind of like, it's a metal door, so it's not like the wooden one that was in the Spencer home. And as you pop your head above it, you see that you are under like the very back layer of bleachers, and the trap itself is actually covered in grass. So it's kind of been specifically hidden. You can see the feet of people. You can see that a whistle has just been blown for halftime of the game, and you actually hear you can't see much, but you hear a very familiar voice of Stephanie Gatto, who may or may not be your may or may not crush's older sister, and you hear her say, "Hey everybody, seeing as so much is happening in this town, including the mayoral election next week, the Fleeting Fowl Festival in 2 weeks, and the Halloween dance at the end of October, we thought we'd put on a special performance for you all tonight." You can kind of see tumbling mats rolling out onto the field as a bunch of students push them in onto the field. And you can kind of see like the feet of cheerleaders and things. You see Corny the Colonel come onto the field. And you see that the cheerleaders, you can't see much of their uniform, but you do see that they all have brand new cheering sneakers on, and they have some like bright gold stockings on, which is different because that's not normally their uniform. Your school colors are yellow and sky blue, and this gold is something that's a little different. You can't really see the performance very much, but you do hear other than the cheerleaders, the entire crowd go absolutely silent, and people stop moving. And as this pretty, I don't know, you can't see much, but it doesn't seem like anything crazy going on, performance continues.
Is it like a band performance, or is it cheerleaders with the band, or no band at all?
It's just cheerleaders. There's no sound other than them shouting some generic cheers.
Huh. I yell down, "Hey, everything looks kind of normal. There's a weird air to everything, but because it's really quiet, which is unusual. But it's halftime. Do y'all want to take a look too and see if y'all see anything?"
Wilton,
We are completely,
before you say that, I'm actually going to need you to either make a flight roll or a charm roll of DC 13.
I'll do a flight.
Run. You're in trouble. Yo, I had
What was it, 13?
Yep.
Okay, I have enough to get me to 11, so adversity tokens, so I will be taking that.
You keeping the 8?
Yeah, I can't change it.
Okay. As you start looking and trying to figure out what the cheerleaders are doing on the field, you kind of get transfixed with the performance itself. And you're not going to fall or anything, but you just have this innate urge to just keep looking at their feet and figuring out what's going on. It's as if your entire purpose currently is to see this performance.
Hey guys, you should come. Huh. That's just really interesting.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
Just feet.
Just what?
Does he look okay, guys?
No, Can we tell?
Tell
he
what's
looks
going on?
hypnotized?
Yeah.
You guys just see his butt. He's like kind of
Yeah.
mumbling, but he's just standing at the top of this ladder, not moving.
No, don't worry, guys. I'll go check it out. I'll see what's going on. It could be like some mental thing that's happening.
Oh, he's
He's
just
just
dorking out 'cause he's
mumbling.
watching football, dude.
Oh yeah, probably. I'll just go check on him first. You know, being the Iceman and such, and I'll climb on up there. And I don't want to peek out. I just want to like get up close to just see his face if I can, like past his butt.
Yeah. Give me a brawn roll to climb a ladder around another person that's also standing on this ladder.
Could he climb on the
DC
other side of
10.
the ladder? Is it like Ninja Turtles where you?
No, it's like up against a
Okay.
wall. It's not
Six.
like floating.
Do I use it or not use it? I have
What
enough.
was your DC?
10. I have enough.
I can give you
Kids
2
and
adversity
ladders.
tokens.
Yeah.
You
No,
cannot
you
give anybody
can't.
adversity
There's
I
no way
can
tokens.
give you
Yeah.
anything, right?
I'll give you some. You want me to give you a boost?
Oh yeah, that'd be
actually
that'd be
have 4.
helpful, Daniel.
Yeah. Let me lift you up.
All right. Can he give me a boost and then like we each use
you
2?
can give- yeah,
Okay.
you can do that.
All right.
As you get up there, again, you see the same thing. It's really weird. Everybody kind of seems fully transfixed on whatever is going on up there. When I said everybody, I may have been exaggerating a little bit. I would say 90% of the crowd is absolutely transfixed on this performance. But you do see a couple of little kids running around, younger middle school kids, kind of squirming in their seats, acting like younger kids are, kind of prodding their parents, but otherwise just being at the football game.
Weird. Can I look at Milton and like see he's like all stuttery and stuff,
Oh,
Yeah,
and then try
he
to
seems-
figure out what's going on with him?
He seems fully entranced by the feat that he can see below the bleachers.
I'd
of
be like,
these cheerleaders
I'll
doing a
yell-
performance.
I'll yell down, Milton's got a foot fetish, guys. I think he's just a little, and I'm gonna try to like slap him, and slap him a bunch. Hey, come on,
Give me
come on,
give
man.
me a fight roll, easy fight.
7.
ah,
You slap him, and it kind of jolts him for a second enough for him to listen to what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Milton just sees
he
my
doesn't see-
eyes. Hey man, are you good? You good? You got a feet fetish? It's okay. It's totally normal. People have these things. Just gotta focus, I guess. It's weird.
that's gold.
You okay?
Something about their feet. It's gold. Oh.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. I think I need to go down.
All right. I'll like take him out and set him down and get an ice pack and put it on his forehead. Hopefully this helps.
Thank you,
Milton?
Iceman. Always there for me.
Milton seems to fully be out of it for another 2 or so minutes, even after you get him down from this ladder. But as you hear the sound of cheering and clapping come back, it completely fades, and he seems back to normal.
That was
Oh.
weird. What are you, like, weak to cheerleaders or something?
That's something weird.
You had a crush on one of
Something's
them?
wrong. I don't think it's that.
You think it's
Something's
what Mr.
wrong.
Ronsby said?
Yeah. Didn't he tell us? He told us to avoid crowds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was
So
a big crowd.
There's something with Stephanie.
something's wrong.
Yeah, the kids
I got a
weren't.
bad feeling.
The kids weren't silent and stuff. They were moving around just fine, and I don't feel weird.
Justin, what
Yeah.
did you feel? Or Milton?
I still not sure what I'm feeling. I'm still trying to gather my thoughts and compose myself. I know it was really quiet, and then something about gold shoes or socks, something gold on their. Well, we're not that color, something.
Oh yeah, the gold stockings. They were a little off. They weren't exactly yellow, but I didn't think that would be weird. No, like some, maybe they just cheaped out. Couldn't afford the yellow socks.
I don't know. There was
Wait.
something there.
Wayne, give me a brains roll DC 3.
Who?
Wayne.
Ah.
I was gonna say that's 3 times more than Milton can.
5.
As Milton starts describing these things, you saw the same stockings. You were looking out as well, and you felt nothing weird.
Yeah, I felt nothing weird. How old are you, Milton?
17?
You must be. There must be like some age situation going on, because like there were kids. I think they appear to be like around my age, like they were like 12 and under, and they were acting fine. It was just like the other people that were all silent and stuff. Is it silent right now? Is it like?
It's back to cheering. Like
Okay.
you can kind of hear people rolling the mats and feet running back onto the field as if the game is about to resume.
I mean, Mr. Hornsby did say to stay away from crowds.
Well, we should.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should check in. Isn't that gonna sound weird? But it's okay. I don't mean this in a malicious way, but we should check in to see what the cheerleaders were doing, I guess. You know, we got to see what they were up to. It sounds like it was them who did something in the crowd, right? Like, you were just enamored by those sneakers.
Something with it. It doesn't make sense. Milton pulls out a cigarette and lights it.
What's gonna stop us all from getting it like hypnotized?
Well, how old are you?
Me? 16.
Oh, you're kind of old.
Shit.
You, Daniel?
14.
Oh, that's my age. Joshua?
Right?
Well, I think they're gone now.
13? What are we doing? Why?
Oh, well, we were just hypothesizing that like this might be like an age situation going on, based on seeing those kids acting fine, but the older people not.
Get down, I'll climb up there and see if everyone's still transfixed.
Grab him by his legs if he like gets stuck. Last thing we need is like a cop or security guard coming down here and like finding out we're here.
Maybe we could pull him down after a minute,
Yeah.
regardless.
Well, if it gets weird, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Alright.
any indication like can we flash the lights down the tunnel? Like, is there anything of like different, or is it just a long tunnel with turns?
It's a long tunnel.
So,
Let's do it.
yeah, you get down, Josh starts climbing up.
Okay, you climb up the ladder. As you peek your head up, you can kind of see that everybody seems completely normal. There's cheering going on, people standing up, kids running around, lots of chatter and things. And you can kind of hear whistle blow as the second half kickoff begins.
I think the halftime's over.
Yeah.
Josh say, well, damn.
Should we try to get into the locker room and stuff? Maybe that's where Sarah is.
Why would she be in the locker room?
I don't know.
She's
Something
just
happened
bored.
at halftime. We just don't know what. And it was.
Joshua,
'cause-
give me a brains roll. DC 10. Eight.
I'll throw 2 for that. What did we
Just
get?
toss him
Okay.
one
Oh, okay. Toss me 1.
there, and then that way it counts as 2 for him.
Okay, with the information that kind of Milton was talking, you kind of focus your attention, and the game does seem normal, but you do hear kind of from behind the bleachers. It's kind of blocked by like the metal hatch that's open, but you do hear you hear someone yelling, Tasha, where are you? And then you hear a woman's voice tapping on people saying, have you seen Tasha? Have you seen Tasha? She was just next to me. I swear. During that performance, she was right there. And you hear just a male voice say, no, Mrs. Gutter, I'm sorry, I haven't seen Tasha. I will I'll notify the announcement. Maybe they can make an announcement over the speaker system or something, and we'll have people looking out for her. She couldn't have gone far. And you just kind of hear this lady keep going up to people and saying, "Have you seen my Tasha? Have you seen my Tasha?"
I'm gonna stay down there. Nope. Okay, the creepy business is happening up here. Come on. And while they're doing that, like I want Josh is gonna kind of take in the whole area. What is the scene of this? We have a football field. I assume bleachers on either side. Where are like the structures located at this?
Yeah, so the only structure kind of around is Haddlesfield Middle and High School. So it's kind of like an open field. That's the football field, and there's like, and then around it is like truly like open fields of like, now it's just grass, but it used to be agricultural area. And then kind of behind where you are, where you heard that voice, is the school, and then further into town.
We're gonna go into that school.
I will also say it is very strange that, Joshua, you live less than a 5-minute walk away from Haddlesfield, and you guys have been in the tunnels for over 45 minutes.
I'll chalk that up to bad navigation and shitty rolls.
What's a shitty roll?
No brains.
Oh
okay.
wait, didn't I made a 10 on that, didn't I?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any kind of feed on why that might be from that 10 I made earlier?
Ralph was leading you in a direction that wasn't here.
Oh, why didn't we follow Ralph? I thought we were following Ralph.
Because there was no tunnel and he got confused.
Oh, he stopped. Okay, I got it now.
Then he did circles.
Maybe I'll say back. Well, are there any people moving towards vehicles or any cars driving away? Can I just do a quick glance for that sort of thing?
Yeah, give me a flight roll just to like get out of the bleachers and get a better view of the situation. It's going to be a low DC because there's people everywhere and it's not that unusual for kids to be hiding under the bleachers and stuff. Like DC 5.
All right, and my whole idea here is that the whole town is here. Anyone who is driving around is potentially a suspect here.
Okay.
True.
Hell yeah. You blew that out of the water. There are no cars around. When you were sitting in the parking lot kind of waiting, everybody was coming by foot. You do see like Coach Dan Ickens' truck in the like kind of pulled up to the side of the field because he has like water coolers and things like that for the students as well as he probably transported equipment from the school here just so people didn't have to carry it. But there's no one driving around. There's people milling about, but there's no cars actively moving anywhere. But you do still see, like, now as you get out, you do see Mrs. Gatto, like, truly running around, asking people if they've seen her daughter. And you do kind of hear a squeak of a PA system saying, hello, everybody, attention, everybody. As we take a quick time out, if anybody has seen Tasha Gatto, please reach out and find Mrs. Gatto here. She will be at the announcement booth for about 10 more minutes, and then she will probably head home. We are getting the police involved. They are already here, but if you see this young girl, please let somebody know.
Are we all out of the tunnel now?
Are you all coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay.
If we hit a dead end, yeah.
Everybody give me a flight roll again, DC 5. Just
Have
to kind of get out.
fully come back?
Yes.
Remember, y'all have like +1 on this.
9 for Jesse.
It's been one adversity.
Okay. Okay, you all get out of the tunnel. Are you guys propping it open or you're letting it close?
What does it look like on our side?
Like from the outside?
It's a trap door.
It's like like as you are seeing other people come out of it, it is like a metal door that is covered with grass on the top of it, and it just kind of looks like a latch. You don't see any keys, like keyholes or anything on it. But you also didn't see a keyhole on the one that was in your house.
Are there any other hatches of that like this in the area?
Not that you can see, no.
It's got solder over the top of it, so you probably lose the creases and everything. So you just probably ought to wedge it open.
I wonder if there's trapdoors all over the city.
Sounds
Gotta be.
Alright. I've kind of come back to the group as everyone kind of comes back. I don't see anywhere that she could have obviously been taken, but it sounds like Tasha something has been taken. And
Another person went missing.
the school's the
Milton.
only thing nearby.
Milton, I will say you know who Tasha is because she's Roxy's younger sister. She's about 10 years old.
Okay.
Sweet young girl.
Tasha got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's Tasha, Roxy, right? Or little Roxy's sister. Tasha Gato.
The fuck is going on? People are going missing even now.
Yeah, I'm between going back in the caverns and trying to see where the dog would try to take us.
Well,
Trying
it's
to
a dead
navigate.
end.
Right, so we need to try and figure out which direction it was trying to go, because it seemed to be trying to go more in a cardinal direction rather than a tunnel-wise direction. If you can use that map, and maybe we can get Wayne in here, help us try and decipher which direction we're trying to go, that'll help us a little bit more.
Okay, so scratch my awesome flight roll.
Or we can do
No.
it on the top side. Can I work out kind of cardinally where the dog was trying to go and correlate that to a surface level map?
Yeah. Give me a...
My hunch is Sparrow View or whatever the rich people neighborhood
Give
is.
me a grit roll. DC 8.
Oh,
25?
goodness.
Oh,
Pull that shit out of the river.
Hell
Damn.
yeah.
Two
You know the
explosions.
exact direction that Ralph was trying to lead you in. It wasn't specifically directly north from your apartment. It was a little bit, like, just slightly northeast, like northeast.
That might be right. Sparrow song?
Underneath the...
Let's map up.
Did we see if the dead end was actually a dead end? Did we try to feel for any kind of trap door or secret doors? There's a lot of secrets at this fucking place.
It wasn't a dead end. You ran into a ladder along the tunnel wall.
Oh.
Did we have a
was crazy, dude.
map of the city on Roll20?
No.
What are
I'm
the
gonna take a
notes?
photo and put it in. Well, I have a fully annotated one that I have. I'm gonna just take a photo of that and send it to you guys.
Roger.
It's kind of hard to see all of the writing because I have bad lighting, but
You've written it on paper?
yeah, I like printed out the map.
Old
and-
school AF.
Yeah. It just helps me like understand where things are. Plus, I don't know how to edit things on a computer.
It's cool though.
Okay.
So it could be like Sparrow song, Herschel Canes.
I bet it's Herschel
Something
Canes.
about
I
Herschel
bet it's
Canes.
under Herschel Canes.
Yeah, someone.
And we can get some nugs on the way.
I mean, I don't know if they're still open because the game's going on.
Hold up. Does Mega Nug have a stand here?
Or it could be the police station.
It does.
No, it wasn't
Chuck and
Mega Nug.
McStuffin. How dare you call it Mega Nug? Chuck and McStuffin does have like a stand here. Yes.
Welcome to Sparrow View.
Alright.
Hmm.
I need to go reload on some nugs and then we're gonna make our way to Herschel Cane.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And
what?
Joshua does
Go
so.
under to Herschel Cane, or are we gonna try and do it on foot?
We can do it on foot. I'm sure we can find a maintenance thing over there. We're more likely to navigate on the surface than we are in those tunnels.
I will say that you guys notice that Ralph does not, like, even if you try to carry him out, he doesn't want to leave the tunnels.
We'll find the tunnels again.
Okay. You're heading to the
Boy is
Cook and
nuts.
McStuffin stand?
Yes. Who's working?
Okay. I assume you're trying not to be seen, correct?
No, what's wrong with being seen?
Okay,
Really good
as you
skill.
make your way to
This is where I was
the
supposed to be.
McStuffin stand, yeah, you run into your entire family minus your dad. Run into your
I just heard
here, man.
I just heard free nugs.
Yeah, you run into your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, your two
Hi.
cousins. They all kind of just go into a group, and like one of your little cousins taps on your aunt's leg and points and says, "Joshua, Joshua."
Oh,
as you
hi.
kind of stroll up.
I was looking for all of y'all.
Yes, you missed the first half of the game. But
No, I saw
It's
it.
so
I
good
just
to
wasn't
see
over
you.
here. I'm sure they kicked the ball real good.
yeah, they are dominating. It's 52-7.
Oh, wow. Is it our team winning or their team?
Well, the Wildcats are losing, but that's good for you guys.
My cousins are from the other school. Anyways, I go, hey, Dad, can I have some money for some nugs?
Your dad's
Dad
actually
is-
not here.
That's what I was looking
Don't
for.
worry, I have some money. I'll buy some for you.
No. Grandma. I need some nugs. Can I?
Oh yeah, of course. We were actually just about to go over there. What is it you'd like to order? The mega nugs, was it?
Yes. You know it.
Oh, okay. And your grandma kind of just goes off and like grabs the two younger kids and like takes them to the stand where they point at the things that they want. And this actually takes a lot faster than when Gran was working there in the mall by himself. They have like a lot of things like
Excellent.
prepared and are ready to like give things, and it seems as if like actual people that want to be there working because they're making a lot of money today are working the stand. And like relatively quickly, like within like a minute and a half, you get your 60 nuggets, your big thing of fries, and another mega gulp of quarter cola.
Awesome. Grandma's probably offering it to him, and before he does that, he just goes and gives Grandma a big hug. And
Oh,
then,
it's
thank
so
you
good
so
to
much.
see you, Josh. Oh, you're welcome anytime. Do you want to go sit with us? We're gonna go watch the rest of the game. I think there's only about like 40 minutes left.
Actually, Dad made me toast and eggs this morning, and I got to take a big poop. And I'll take I got a big gulp and the chicken nuggets and run off.
Okay. Bye, Joshua. You should come visit us. And
Been
you
there.
run off with some free nugs.
Dope.
Oh, that's so good. I have to write it in. I told you guys last session that the stand was going to be there. I was just wondering if you would take the bait. Great. So are you running back off to your friends?
Yes. All right. I got everything I need.
Do we get free?
Did anyone
refills
else
from all the
live-
other fucking McStuffins?
No free refills. Did anybody else leave the protection of the bleachers?
No,
Yeah, I thought we were kind of.
I'd probably wait under them.
Yeah, Jesse would be waiting and kind of looking at Dan because I feel like his sister, like, I don't know if we're making the right move or what we're doing.
Our house
Are
is
you
like
hungry?
5 minutes away, right?
Yeah.
And it is almost on the way to Herschel Kane, but not quite.
No, it's back out of town. Your house.
So wait, the school field is that collection of boxes on
Yes.
right above the
Do you
word Old District?
Yeah, there's a very dark, it's probably impossible to see in that photo, but there's an L on a building that is in between the you see the 14 square building,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see on the left there's two little homes,
Oh yeah.
and then you go
Oh,
up
yeah, yeah.
one, that's the
It's
Spencer house.
literally the opposite way.
Yeah.
But for our bikes, it's not that big of a distraction. Well, wait.
Correct.
Joshua gets like a mischievous look in his eye. Do any of y'all know how to drive?
Probably
kind of.
Milton, yeah.
Anybody but you possibly would be a good choice. But
I'm still learning, but I might be able to. I get accelerate, decelerate, etc. What more do you need to know?
I agree. Are the cops here? Because Tasha, right?
kids in cars.
The cops have been here the entire time. You actually see that there's a couple of signs around that say, like, wait till the end of the game for a big award being given, and, like, the police department's actually being honored by this game. So, like, most of the force is there.
I think, and I think it's probably a waste, but I want to do it a little bit early. I have 3 adversity points. I want to spend 2 of them to sneak up into a cop car and tune in the radio to see if I can listen to any bullshit. Like them, like...
I thought you were going to say drive the cop car again, and I was like, you're trying it again, okay.
You got it this time, I believe in you.
He learned his lesson.
So you're trying to get onto cop radio, essentially, like...
Yes, and tune it in, and I want to use my 2 adversity tokens to activate my, what's it called, unassuming, to just get in there and start tuning that.
Yeah.
I'm also going to close the door and lock the door as I do that.
Okay. I will say you burn those 2 adversity tokens, you get into a cop car. Like, there's no cops around these cars. They're kind of parked a little bit, like, in the... kind of in the school parking lot that's near the field, kind of close to where Coach Dan Akins' truck is. You get into the car, you lock the door. Give me a brains roll DC 6 to just tune the radio and get it to the right channel.
Oh. I can throw
You got a
first
4,
aid.
but I will say that this is a cop car and it was set to the right thing. So you kind of go in and you fiddle with it and you're like, oh shit, and you go back and you just leave it as to what it was and you're on cop radio. You hear there's a couple of things that are like APB out for Tasha Gatto, please look for a short brown-haired girl. No suspects currently went missing from football game. You hear another one say, copy understood. We'll scout around the school now. And you see a couple of cops actually go on foot and start walking around the school. They don't come near the car. You also hear on very faintly someone say, child missing stall.
Missing stool?
STALL, stall. I know that's really confusing. Like stalling a car.
Yeah.
Stall.
And
You
on
know-
that map... Wait. Looking around at all the cop cars here,
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
what percentage of the police force cars are here?
Probably 80%.
Oh.
There's maybe 2 cop cars that aren't here, and maybe
And you're saying there's no
5 or
cops
6
around here?
officers. You saw 2 cops take off, and the rest of them you think are around the field. They're like watching the
Two?
game.
Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna get out of the car and signal them to start coming this way. Meanwhile, I'm grabbing those 2 knives. I'm gonna start slashing all of the tires.
So, give me just a brawn roll. You got
Brawn?
sharp hunting knives, just slashing these tires. Very low. 5.
We have a
see
bonus to
tire
that, don't we?
tracks
Yes,
for-
we have a +1. That's what I thought would happen. That's what I thought. This is my second lowest.
You get through like the first car that you're on, and when you get to like the second car, the knife kind of just gets stuck, and then you're trying to yank it out, but the serrated blade kind of just gets stuck on the rubber, and it won't.
I look
come
up
out.
to like Jesse and Dan expectantly as they walk up.
Let's do this. Those cops that
They're
left
in on
didn't
it.
even
They
like
just
a-
stalled the
yeah.
missing person. So they have reported
Yeah.
the missing
Yeah.
person, and then someone called in a stall on it. The cops are all in on it. We need to slash these tires and get to the mall.
Can
Are
I pull out your knife?
Yeah, I had my knife out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes.
Yeah, give me a DC 10 brawn roll to get the knife out of the tire.
I say we take the car.
I didn't see keys. I didn't check for keys.
What was it? A DC what?
10.
Oh, I'll just throw one of my adversity and get it to 10.
Okay, you get this knife out of the tire, and you are able to slash probably the 8 other cop cars, other cop car tires on your way.
Slash 2 on each because I usually carry 1 spare.
Cool. And after each one, I say, "Oops," and
Can I spray paint something like on the side as we're running?
Yeah, give me a charm roll, DC 10. You have yet to succeed one.
oh
Let's see.
no, Charm, that's not your thing.
I'm never a charm. 6.
6.
Give
Again,
him adversity.
no, don't
two.
you dare waste adversity tokens on that.
I can give him 2.
I mean, I'm okay with just doing like fucking X's on it. I mean, doing fast work here. I don't really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you try to do the X's on it, and similar to what happened at the field fort, you get your can way too close to it. It's kind of messed up because you use it as like the flamethrower, and it just kind of ends up looking like a big blob on like the Sparrow part of Sparrow View Police Department that's on the side of the car.
Jesse pictures in his mind flame throwing the car, but he like shakes his head and then he like runs off like with Brandon and Dan and Dwayne.
And I will just mention, because Chris said it, there are no keys in this cars. It seems as if they've kind of learned from the mistake that happened at the field fort, and they're all required to have their keys on their bodies.
You live and you learn.
Fuck the police.
One of
the cops
is
said that
aspirational when I
left-
grow up. Oh, God.
Oh, did the cops that left? Did they leave in an obvious direction?
You left
They
towards
seemed
the
as if
school,
they were going
right?
behind this. Yeah, they were like wrapping around the school.
Well, you think they're just doing that for show, right?
My concern is that I think either all the cops are in on it, or maybe a few of them are, and maybe the few of them that are in on it are the ones who left. That's my thought. So maybe we could find, if we follow them, we could find out where they're going.
I know most of the schmuck cops, and that's about 95% of them. So I'm pretty sure you're right on with your assessment or your first assessment of like, it's all of them.
They're in on it.
You.
Fuck. Jesse has that feeling too. This town has really gone to shit here recently.
When after the whole cheerleading thing, would they have gone to the school or would they have gone elsewhere?
Schools would.
You can see that they're on the sidelines cheering.
Okay. And do they still have those like shoes and stuff?
Yeah, so as you guys get up there, you can kind of see that it's obvious that they got brand new uniforms. You guys have at least tangentially seen rallies at school and like the other games where they were wearing the classic yellow and sky blue uniforms, and it seems as if all of the yellow on the uniforms has been replaced with gold, and that it's just like brand spanking shiny new. Their pom-poms have gold and gold and blue in them now. It's just as if like some reason the yellow has been swapped out for gold.
So I want to try to figure out why people got silent and why Milton was affected, but I wasn't. I assume it has to do with the cheerleaders and corny, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think it was corny much. It was definitely something with those cheerleaders and something with their feet.
Do you think they would know who took?
Cordy's been behind us the whole time.
He's just like hanging around.
I think whatever
Cordy's the
they
mastermind.
did.
I would say Milton does know that Amanda Gatto is Corny the Colonel mascot. Sorry, I'm not Amanda, Roxy.
Oh man, okay. Yeah, that's why I said that. She wouldn't be tainted that way.
She wouldn't be tainted that
She's
way.
a fucking angel. Don't you say otherwise.
Well,
Well, if we find Tasha, we'll probably find my sister.
Yeah.
So, what is our most solid lead?
Herschel Kane or the school.
I'm trying to remember what Mr. Hornsby said. He's the only one who's like actually been able to be trusted out of all the adults that we fucked with.
You said the eggs were out in the woods, right?
Would that be near the school? Because it's just fields back there, yeah?
Kind of makes sense.
Okay.
But there's cops littered all over the place. How are we gonna get past them?
Go underground. Perhaps?
Shoot our way out.
Use the eye lasers.
Set the sirens off and run off.
Invisibility cloak.
Hmm?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I could.
Set the
Yeah, we
sirens
could do
off?
that.
On their cars, and then they'll come running, and then we'll go running into school. And then if there's nothing there, we just leave.
It's probably a way safer idea than catching them on fire.
Yeah, or guns, because we don't have any.
Ooh. I got a
Wait,
knife.
why are we going
So
to
we're
the school?
going
I
to
thought we were going to the
school?
Herschel Canes. We're going to Herschel Canes.
Okay.
All right. I
That
have
was the original
Okay.
plan, yeah, Herschel Canes, but
Herschel
Right.
Canes.
What is maybe I'm looking at this map. Let me zoom in. What is that number? D.
He is Kevin Bradley's home.
Hey.
Is that an old name?
That's
it's
police chief
Milton,
and
yeah.
Milton's house.
That's
My
Milton.
padre. My papa.
But why?
Let's check your house real quick and make sure there's nothing else there. North by northeast.
Yeah, we can do that.
Or northeast. Northeast. Whatever.
Do you think your
Northeast.
dad's in on it, Milton?
I wouldn't be surprised. He's kind of a nefarious character.
looks like he's in on it.
Oh,
He didn't even
jeez.
arrest us either, so you know that something's up.
Do you have a
Yeah.
tunnel entrance in your house?
I've never seen one. I don't think.
So a quick stop at Milton's house, and then we go to Herschel Canes.
Yes.
All
So you're
right.
not going to the school anymore?
Why would we go to
Okay.
right? North and
I don't know.
that's
Someone
northwest.
mentioned the school. That's why I'm just asking.
Those are the only
Just
two
shoot them down.
possibilities.
It's all falling apart.
Just shoot
Why,
them
what's the
down.
lead on Herschel Canes? Why are we going?
Northeast.
It's
northeast
just
from the
northeast, yeah, where the
Oh, okay.
the dog was trying to go.
Dog was
Or
pointing.
Ralph, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
However, the Milton's house makes a whole lot more sense as a potential like stash.
What about the bodega across the street?
What's a
The
bodega?
5 and 10.
Yeah,
Isn't that by Herschel Canes?
right by.
All of it is right by Herschel Canes.
Yeah.
The police department, the 5 and 10, the Bradley home. All of it.
It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Hey, is your dad here?
Pepe
Ooh,
Sylvia.
let me see. Is he there?
Yeah.
Uh,
You see his cop car that when you were slashing the tires.
oh yeah, I saw his car and
His new car.
yeah.
I will say.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't have the dent, but I do know his cars because I saw his jacket on there and it had his name on it.
Leave the knives in.
Yeah, they'll be so confused because it's like, whoa, we're allies.
I don't think I'm gonna leave my knife in there, my Tanto knife.
Your
'Cause I
what?
think my Tanto knife.
What's that? Joshua
Okay.
asks.
It's a cold steel knife, and I pull it out. Or wait, did we leave it? No, I'd have to point it back in. It's like it's cold steel. It's got this black handle. Check it out. He kind of plays with it, does a few little tricks.
He's like, cold still, I've read about that for fairies.
Gives you the snake eyes.
Cold steel.
It's only the most popular market on the popular knife on the market right now. Everyone wants one.
What is up with you jocks and knives? Coach gave out
What's
a
up with
bunch
you punkers and your fucking
brass.
Mohawk.
Hey, y'all, quit fighting. Let's go to your house real quick, and we'll just see if there's a tunnel entrance. Also, a radio.
All right, yeah. Wait, do we have our bikes?
No.
No.
They're at my house.
Oh my god.
Damn.
And we just slashed all
Yeah.
the tires.
Should take a car.
Hold on.
Kids in cars. Let's go.
Is my grandma's station wagon here?
You would know that when your grandma and your aunt come into town, they park their cars at your house because it's close enough to the field that they can
Oh
walk.
yeah, they can just walk. Yeah, I guess so.
Let's try. Yeah, let's just try
park your
somebody's
house and
car,
get our
and we
bikes,
can get.
at least.
Do we see that?
Do I know what they do
car?
with the keys, though?
She probably just has them in her purse.
Do we know where Thad Johnson's car
If she
is?
didn't leave him in the car.
Oh, because it's that time period?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go to my house and see if we can get the station wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And if you can't get the station wagon, you'll at
We
least
have
have
my
your
bikes.
bikes.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a brief pause here for a bio break, and then we will get back to more thieving around town. The thieving never ends.
Use on bikes?
Thieves on
Be right
bikes.
back.
No, it's not kids in cars, it's kids on bikes. Okay, we are back. The group is currently heading back to the Spencer home, which is a very short distance above ground from the field, to get bikes or to steal a station wagon.
You know how we roll.
Who's to say? Okay, you guys make like the 5-6 minute walk from the school to the Spencer home, and you see your grandma's station wagon there, as well as your aunt's kind of very soccer mommy SUV that has like the extender with like the 8 seats in the back, so she can take her kids' friends and things to and from practice and school and stuff. They're both in the driveway. Brandon, Joshua, give me roll a d20 for me.
Ooh.
Scared.
Not 20.
Ooh.
Keys are in the ignition
Hell yeah. Ooh.
of both your grandma's car and your aunt's car.
What's my aunt drive?
Like a massive station wagon thing with a bunch of seats in the back.
Definitely the station.
Sorry, not station wagon, like SUV. I don't know.
Oh no, I want.
things, but-
Grandma's got a station wagon though, right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, we could
definitely
take
going.
that. Yeah.
My best friend
It's like Ghostbusters.
in high school had a station wagon from his mom that was really old, and we would drive around like blasting metal out of it. So
Sounds like a fun
I
time.
have wood panels on the side.
yes,
Wood penalty.
Amazing.
Who should
Okay.
drive?
Josh, are you trying to drive this car again?
Josh will start it and then say, "I found it."
Okay. No roll necessary to start the car. You just turn the key and it turns on.
Shotgun?
Who's driving?
I would like to drive the car. I know how to drive.
Yeah.
Y'all are like, I
I
don't
feel
even know
more
if your baby
comfortable with
feet
Milton
reach
driving.
the pedals.
No
Okay.
offense, Brandon.
Josh has to move this seat real forward.
I will say on that nat 20 as well that your grandma is very old-fashioned and she actually backed her car into the driveway, so you don't have to like back up to get the car out of the driveway. You kind of just have to drive it forward.
Reversing a station wagon's work.
Turn radius of
And you don't. There's no chance of you driving directly into the house. So you're gonna drive this car. You
Hold up. Josh
Yeah.
pops the back, and it's like we do this all the time with my cousins. And I pop the trunk and lower that the fourth row seat down, and I
Nice.
throw my bike in the back.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, smart.
okay?
Are there
Yeah.
racks on top of the car? Like, are there?
Yeah, but Grandma doesn't know how to use them.
There
Maybe
you
we
go.
could fit more bikes on top.
How many bikes are you trying to fit in the station wagon?
Well, can we put it on? top?
Plus
Like, are there
fitting the
rails?
5 of you.
How far are we taking the station wagon? Because we could throw them on top, but it would
Yeah.
require,
So we either flight roll to roll them and tie them down,
Yeah.
or we roll the flight roll to just hold on.
Does the station wagon have the metal bars on top? Like the
Oh yeah.
sport thing? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we could totally throw some bikes up there and tie them up to the metal frame thing.
All right,
Okay.
Josh.
I say we
Josh
just
will go pull. His dad's got a lot of rope for some reason, probably in his garage.
Yeah, he has a lot of rope in the garage. Some of it's got a little red on it.
How many bikes? Is that?
Um,
One in the back, and then how many? 3 on top? 4?
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
With the assistance of the rope, I'm gonna need, as a group, give me a flight roll, DC 12. You want more than half of you to make it.
What if some of us make it by a lot?
That's great.
You said
Remember that
flight.
everyone's got a +1 on this.
I'll take the
I don't
average.
get a +1 because of my.
Gosh, dang it! It's my D20.
7, 3, 5, 7, 5.
We're getting. We're just-
We can't ride cars, you guys. It's just not allowed by the god
You-
of dice.
You guys spend a good amount of time trying to figure out. Joshua mentioned that his grandma doesn't know how to use the rack on top. Neither do you guys. You're fumbling around with ropes. Bikes are sliding off of the side of the station wagon, kind of scraping it, getting a little bumped up. You managed to get Joshua's bike, who you threw in the back, into the car. That's it.
It's cool. We're
Yeah,
good.
it's just gonna be like, okay, well, here, just screw the bikes. Let's just go
Yeah.
take the car. Milton can drive, right?
Yeah, I got this.
Yeah. That sounds
Oh,
like
I
a-
love it. I love that background.
Put some music
awesome.
What a gorgeous car.
Already,
Okay.
It's 99 Luft Balloons by Nina. Happens
Do
to
you have
love.
that A-track on you, just in your pocket? Because Grandma definitely does not.
Oh, it's on the radio.
on. Radio.
And that's safe enough that Grandma might.
That is safe enough.
Well,
Okay.
And us. Maybe it was really controversial back then.
What, the song?
Yes.
No, it's like
99
about
Luft Balloons.
it's about the war and like peacetime and stuff. It's fine. I don't think it's
so
controversial.
much more. It's about the Cold War ending and them being free.
We're not to the end yet.
Oh. Yeah, we're real early.
Yeah,
Mm,
couple more
we're
years.
not real early.
Unreal.
Milton, you're gonna drive this car.
I'm gonna drive this car. I'm gonna drive it
Okay,
fast.
give me a flight roll, DC 15.
Can
Same
Jesse
DC I
put his
gave to-
seatbelt on, please?
His face.
Yes. Jesse can absolutely put his seatbelt on. Is anyone else putting their seatbelt on?
I'm gonna think.
Yes.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
seen
yeah,
my
most
life.
definitely.
Once in my
Josh,
life, I'm gonna
Josh doesn't.
Josh doesn't put his seatbelt on.
I might
The
need
only
to-
person that has been injured by a car doesn't put his
I can't believe
seatbelt on.
that you didn't make me
He's
do
still
it.
concussed from the last time. It's fine.
It's the 80s.
Okay,
It's
so
the 80s,
DC
no one
12.
used seatbelts, dude.
No, I said DC 15.
Oh shit! I'm a
You have a large crumple
Oh,
zone.
good.
The only reason
Okay.
I'm doing it is because it's
So
contrary.
wait,
Hold
no,
on.
you said you've been in lessons to drive a car, right?
C. Yes.
Okay. DC 10.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. That was scary.
Oh,
17.
He exploded.
Oh
10
my
in the six.
god.
So good.
Milton!
Thank you.
Finally,
Lose
can
that.
drive.
Milton should have. You could definitely pass his driver's test. He gets in that car and seems like a natural as he peels out of the driveway and starts heading towards. Where are you guys going?
Well,
So the
Milton
first stop.
Colonel
Go ahead.
Keith.
got the window rolled down and smoking a cigarette outside of it.
Hell yeah.
It's cool. Grandma keeps her pack right there beside, to the left of the
I
steering
was gonna
wheel.
say this car definitely smells like cigarettes. So you guys are heading back to Evanston Luxury Apartments.
Yes, and for the audience, there was a clarification made over the break. What looked like on the map AD to me was actually a sideways A, and so we're heading to A.
Yo, Milton, can I get one of those cigarettes? I'll give you some pot later.
Yeah, sure. He tosses the pack at you. Doesn't really look. He just kind of throws it in the back seat. You're in the back seat, or are you next to me?
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Okay, yeah, he just kind of throws it in the back. Maybe he hits Iceman.
Ah,
Yeah, where
didn't
are
ask
people?
for that.
Who's in the front seat and who are the three in the
Josh is absolutely riding shotgun.
Okay, there we go. Who's in the middle? Who got stuck in the middle seat in the
Jesse
back?
will go in the middle.
Okay. You guys pull into the parking lot of Evanston Luxury Apartments. Who's going up to see the
Josh.
O'Keefe apartment?
Josh is running up to that door and pounding on it.
yeah, I'll go
Okay.
too.
Okay, the two people that didn't have a great time there before go back to the O'Keefe apartment, and you start slamming on the door. No one answers.
Is it open? Or just,
It is locked.
dang it.
Is there anyone else here?
No, everyone's at the game.
You trying to break in?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Won't be the first time. How we doing it?
You know that
Y'all
there's
got
three
anything?
windows in the back.
That are open, but it's a second level.
Mm-hmm.
And our history of second level windows is not fantastic.
Nope.
I guess Jesse will get out of
You've
the
got a car.
Are you not going to break in?
I
No,
mean,
I was gonna say
I could run through the garage.
there's no garage.
It's an apartment
Oh.
complex.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I could run.
we're
through
not getting
the
my grandma's station wagon stuck in the grass behind this place.
Okay.
What do we think is here?
Grant.
I was thinking that the O'Keefes might have some information here, but they're clearly not here. Otherwise, they would answer the door even if they had kidnapped a girl.
Let's go to Herschel Kane's.
Herschel Kane's is next. And then after that, the factory.
B&E later, when it's a little bit darker outside.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, Milton, give me another flight roll. DC 3.
What? We can't carry that forward? He didn't even get out of the car.
That's why it's a DC 3.
Oh, okay.
Just to see if you can start it again.
Yeah.
Just need a 3, guys.
On flight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like last time we needed.
8.
There we go.
There
I
you
am passing
go.
Things.
Whew.
We're alive.
I know this place like the back of my hand. I don't know what you're talking about. My life.
Are we looking for a specific entrance into the mall or something?
Probably where more cars are, right? You ever driven around a car kind of after hours and you can kind of tell what's populated?
Yeah.
That's Joshua kind of guide you. Is like, yeah, that's people go in there. That's the work entrance for the people that work at the mall but don't work at the mall.
You know a lot about weird things, dude.
Yeah.
Interesting that you would stake
You
this thing out.
You
Well,
see
this-
about 2 cars in the parking lot on like the northwest side of the Herschel Kane.
2 cars.
Those are the only cars anywhere near.
Whoa.
Are they nice cars?
Oh my God. We're all gonna get
Good
our
question.
own cars, aren't we? Where are we all getting
One-
is this the episode where we all get our own cars?
That's
One
the
is the-
ending.
Kids in
We all
cars.
get cars.
One is a very, very nice car, and the other one's just kind of a standard car. The 80s.
Is that one car Herschel Gaines?
You guys have never seen Herschel Kane. You've heard a
Oh.
lot about him. You know that he opened this mall about 20 years ago and is talked about as this revered figure, but he's kind of talked about as this folkloric character, even though it's kind of obvious that he's real, but people just never really see him out and about. But it could be. He's a very rich man, even though his mall is kind of falling apart because there's no shops.
It's a small town.
Yep.
It's a very nice car.
Yep.
Is there any chance we know whose car that is?
Paul Stanford.
Because you said it, you've never seen this car around town before.
Ooh.
It looks very
Go.
out of place.
We're going in, right?
Yeah, no, we're definitely going in now.
Sure.
Strange man in our town? No way.
All right.
Can we
Station
look
wagon
for-
probably parked like at a
No,
corner
this-
or across like 5 parking spots. Like we all pack out tire irons, knives. Kids on
I
bikes,
I
y'all.
tried to reverse in, but I just did a really poor job.
really
Milton.
terrible. Really terrible.
Milton, roll a d4 for me.
Justin, I like how you have changed your background to the interior of a car.
A station wagon.
Really good
Right?
feel for it. Yeah, it's a
That's
station wagon.
legit
It's got the wood
station
paneling.
wagon interior.
So roomy.
God.
Oh, that's
So this
you.
would probably have been like a 6-minute drive to get over there. But seeing how new he is to driving, it probably took him about 2 times the amount of time. So about 15 minutes later, you guys pull up to the Herschel Cane. It's now about 7:45 p.m. The game is about to end. Bunch of stuff's going on. But you guys get out of that area way before people would start heading out. And you guys make it to the Herschel Cane. You park across 4 or 5 different parking spots, very crooked, almost hitting like the marble curb stopper thing. But you don't. You make it and you're good. You guys get out of the car. What do you guys do?
We're gonna say there were like 2 moves you could have made there. Park across like 5 spots, or park right next to the good car, but like push your passenger door like 3 inches from his driver's side door.
So you can't get in.
Those were. I'm okay with
Requires
the
some precision. Well, not the 5 car spot, but the
Yeah.
other one would require some precision.
Josh,
Well, I
should
guess-
we take your bike into the mall?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
5 kids with baseball bats and knives, a spray paint can, and a bike roll up to like the side
they're liars.
unused entrance of the Herschel Cane at 7:45 p.m. on a Saturday.
Nothing
Is it
suspicious.
Saturday? Was it Sunday? No, it's
I think
Sunday.
it's Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday, right? For the
Yeah.
game.
Can I note that if we are walking up and we're like auto walking, that Jesse would be kind of looking for, because he's kind of like still thinking about the tunnels. He's just kind of looking for like a hatch door, like what he saw, like something that looks out of place or something weird that looked like it would be a hatch door to go underneath. But he's just keeping
Yeah.
that in the back of his mind.
Give me a brains or grit roll DC 12.
Let's see, brain. Definitely not brains. We'll do grit. 4.
You don't see anything. Looks like a parking lot.
doesn't look like anything to me.
If I use,
I will also remind people that if you can't hit it with your die, it is more likely for you to explode on the lower dice than it is on a higher dice to meet it. So think about that mechanic, just to toss it out there, because that's how I metagame kids on bikes. But you are 8 away.
If I use adversity, would it change any of that? Like if I took it up closer to, like, let's say a 9?
You would still be 3 away. I would say no.
Oh, okay.
Is he rolling into Herschel Cane?
Yep.
Bike and
Yes.
weapons and all? Okay.
Yep.
You guys walk into the Herschel Cane. It is just as empty as it was yesterday when Joshua and Wayne were here. You guys are kind of in an annex closer to the Time Warp Arcade, which has its like ringing in sounds of the machines, but it doesn't seem as if people are using them, just that they don't really ever turn off. Although it is open. And you're about like 1 annex away from like the Cluck and McStuffin, and if you're heading closer, you see the wishing fountain in there.
Is the Cluckin open?
The Cluckin is not open because the people are working the stand at the football game.
Is there cornucopia that can be stolen if I jump over the counter?
He's like,
Maybe.
look, dude, here, just take this, and I hand you my cornucola.
Oh, thanks.
Don't you
Are
know
there any people around?
stolen cornucola
There is
tastes
nobody here.
I always wanted to steal from here, though.
Hmm.
What
All right,
about
let's
the,
start looking for maintenance corridors and stuff like that, so where we
Yeah.
can find our way down.
Yeah, I guess it would be like a side weird, like a wall or like an
Those
interior.
awkward hallways and
Those weird hallways that go to the back spaces,
the back rooms?
the back rooms.
Yeah, let's find one of those.
Okay, everybody give me a brains roll DC 14.
That's asking a lot of us.
Oh yeah.
I'm close. I'm gonna be real
Brains?
close.
2 brains for Jesse.
2 for
3, 8, 2, and 2.
Milton,
Can you give me
And
3 helps?
3!
What's that?
Hell yeah.
Can you give me 3 helps?
I can give you 2.
We are not the brain crew.
No.
Wayne is the only one who can usually save us. On the brains.
Okay, are people helping Joshua?
Give me those 2.
Yeah,
and then I
give me
need
the
2
2.
from
Yeah,
other people.
You need 2? I'll
I
give you
have
one.
one.
Alright, sounds like
I have
that's...
one as well.
Okay, so you have an 8, you need to get to a 14. You have 2 from Milton, which brings you to 10. Who was giving the other one?
Fuck, I suck at math.
I can give 2
Oh.
more.
Yeah. I
Okay,
have
so that
one.
you're at 12, 13, you need 1 more.
And then Jesse gives the other. Or
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I gave 1.
Okay, 14. You make it. You guys are walking around, and Joshua, you remember the direction that Ralph was giving you, and you head towards the kind of northeast, even though it's kind of technically slanting west corridor of the mall. And you get to one of those like weird side corridors that's like in between a couple of shops. It's in between like the old cobbler that got shut down and the laundromat that's still there. And there's this little corridor that has 3 doors surrounding it that don't really have any signs on them.
Okay.
Do we hear anything? We like put our ears?
Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
3 doors, no signs.
Are they locked?
Let's try it.
And if they are locked, what kind of locks do they have? Do they have fancy skeleton key locks, or are we dealing with like normal ass locks?
2 of the doors, the one on the right side and the one on the left side, are not locked. You guys try those doors and they lead into the back rooms of the shops on either side. The door right in front of you all is locked and it seems to have a normal key.
Have you tried the TS key? Just why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
why not?
Can, but it looks like a normal key. Like I literally don't think they're compatible. Ooh. Is it compatible?
You trying it?
Really?
Yeah.
Milton's pulling it out of his backpack, getting it, trying to shove it in there, but it doesn't look like it fits. But who knows? Let's see.
Magic.
Okay, give me just a d20 roll. You don't want a 1 or a 2.
You're gonna break that key. You're gonna break that key.
Oh no. Oh,
about
not
a
a 1 or a
6?
2.
That's a 6. It's not a 1 or a 2. You put this key up next to this door. And as you do, it clearly doesn't look like it's going to fit. But there's a groove in the front of the key that isn't the rest of the teeth of it. That is the exact shape. It doesn't go in very far, but it gives you enough pressure and leeway that you're able to turn the lock and open it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Size
Good
doesn't
call,
matter.
man.
Okay.
Hey, I was just taking a shot in the dark.
You know what?
Hey,
I'm
that's
not
a
even
good
gonna
shot.
think it's that crazy. We've seen a ghost dog, weird eggs, ooze, all kinds.
What do we
of
see
weird
behind the
shit.
door as it creaks open?
Yeah.
A teleporting car.
A very long stairway down an unlit corridor.
Oh, great. We should have gone under.
Josh pulls out his flashlight.
Here we go again.
Okay. Everybody give me a grit roll DC 5. There's no handrails. Don't trip. What is your marching order for this?
Same
I think
marching
Josh is in
order.
front. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do the same
We
marching.
should go off rolls. Whoever did first.
Okay.
Wow.
So, Jesse, Joshua,
God damn it.
and Milton, I'm gonna need a flight roll DC 6 as the people behind you trip down the
Whoa. Sorry, it's slippery.
What is it? A flight roll?
Yeah, DC 5.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Jesse,
now
you
you're
caught
alive.
us.
As the people behind you trip down the stairs, you guys brace your arms against the wall. And Jesse, with that 23 and Wayne getting that 2, you are absolutely like, you like booting
Clarifying
Wayne
point.
back
I think
up.
Jesse's with the 24.
Yo, watch your step. What the fuck?
Hey, sorry about that. It's just a little dark and slippery down here. Appreciate the catch. Good catch. All right, I'll just like dust myself off. Oh, you won.
Yeah,
Okay, you guys head down the stairs. As you kind of walk down the stairs, the door clicks locked behind you, and any light from behind closes as it's one of those like heavy metal storm fire doors that kind of closes itself as soon as it opens. And you guys make your way down the stairs. You guys are back in the tunnels. You know that the staircase kind of being where it is leading not really under the Herschel cane, but it's kind of like a looping. It like curves in on itself as you guys head back into the tunnel area.
I hope that the dog shows up and shows us where to go.
Start searching around.
Yeah.
Hey, can y'all use that map to figure out where we are?
Sure, I'll try and I'll take a look at it.
Milton takes off
Try
his
to
backpack
decipher
and
that.
holds it again.
Okay, Brian's roll DC 15.
Your brains.
Oh, 16!
Nice.
Ooh.
You guys, you can see that where you are, where you're on the map. It's kind of a place that kind of zigzags back into itself. And it seems as if you guys have entered in a way that, again, similar to the one on the track, is not marked as an entrance on the map. But it does loop back, kind of like going around the Herschel cane in a circle. You go about 3/4 of the way back around, and it does seem as if there's an entrance somewhere to something.
Follow that.
Yeah, let's go there.
to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like instruct in the tight corridor Joshua where to go, like where to turn and stuff, while I'm like following behind with the ball.
Yeah, can we hold our flashlights up, I guess? I don't know.
As you guys make your way around, it takes probably another 10 minutes. It's not a direct path. You guys don't see Ralph anywhere. But after seems like hours of running around the town, actually days if you count Friday and what you guys have been gone to, you've gone back and forth in the tunnels above ground, below ground, taken a station wagon, done a bunch of miscreant things, if I do say so myself. But you actually end up making your way into a room that is almost way too well lit for these tunnels. Instead of the dirt walls that you are used to, you see concrete in 4 clear annexes jutting from a central square room. It is clear that you are directly under the Herschel Cape. This place is completely empty.
Is it lit like a party or?
It is lit like MSI was, with like fluorescent lighting everywhere.
Is there any sign of
Objection,
anyone
Your
being
Honor.
here?
Objection, Your Honor. We don't know the word lit yet. I'd like to get that removed from the canon.
I'll edit that out.
You can say it's lit as in it is specifically well lit.
Oh.
Is there any signs of anyone, or is it pretty clean like MSI?
As you say that, you guys get a little closer. Your eyes adjust from the dim light to the bright fluorescent lighting. And you see that in the center of the room is a massive circle made with coins, with a few artifacts making a smaller circle in the middle. As you try to decipher what they are, you notice a man, standing as still as a statue in the middle of the circle of items, holding a massive, pitch black sack of what look like huge frog eggs. There's a notable trail of black ooze running from a tunnel to the north that leads directly to the center of the room. At first glance, the man in the center seems to be a regular, plain-looking businessman. Not much different from, say, Jesse's dad. Dan's dad on a good day. But when you look a little closer, he seems unusually tall. The features on his face aren't really that well defined. You think that he has brown eyes. No, wait, blue? Are they green now? You can't seem to place it. Is he smiling? Frowning? Oh wait, is he moving his mouth? Is he speaking? Does he even have a mouth? No, you realize now that he has no discernible features because his face is constantly changing, morphing and shifting from one person to another faster than you can blink. Did he just look like your father for a second? You have no idea what is going on, but you know for sure that it isn't a human, or at least is no longer human. The more you stare at him, the more that you begin to lose your mind trying to decipher what is standing in front of you. What you thought was a nicely pressed suit is instead moving, whispering, screaming out. You know it's the ooze, and you know that he controls it. Everybody make me a brains roll DC 16.
Oh shit.
boy.
Oh fuck.
Fucking hell.
Oh
Mr.
fuck,
Note.
15. Can I use it? I want to use an adversity
Oh,
token.
Hell yeah.
I'm using
Let's go,
an
Note,
adversity
squad.
token.
3.
Listed at least, right?
I'm using.
Milton just died.
Brain
Okay.
aneurysm just.
Are you using an adversity token?
Oh,
Yeah,
what is
no,
the DC?
I will be.
16. 1-6.
Oh my god.
I don't even have enough.
I
Okay.
guess I can get myself within 10.
Here's-
Does that change anything? 57.
Use your adversity tokens now, or don't use them. I just need to know.
I'm gonna use it to go to 7.
Okay, so you're using 4 to get to 7. Milton has a 1, Dan has an 8, Joshua has a 2, and Wayne now has a 16. So what happens immediately is that Joshua and Milton drop unconscious on the ground.
Oh shit.
S-
Oh shit.
Mindset can't process, turns off. Dan, you immediately get a headache as your brain fills with multiple different octaves of people screaming in your ears. Jesse, the same thing happens to you, and a little bit of blood starts oozing out of your ears.
Oh shit.
Wayne, you look around and see what's happening to all of your friends, and you stand looking confused. You look at this man. He seems to finish some sort of conversation that he's been having with the ooze that is covering his body. He stares you directly in the eyes, lets out a scream that you know is not in your head but filling this room, and disappears in a cloak of shadow as a rush of black ooze starts snaking its way across the floor to you.
Do
what
I?
do you guys do?
So as Josh hits the floor, can I use my 2 adversity tokens to trigger an ability? It's not like an action, it's technically like a retroactive preparation.
How are you gonna do that as you're coming
It's
out
literally
conscious?
because it's the I want to trigger the ability that it's the prepared. I have what I need in my bag. And I want to collapse to the ground, spend 2 adversity tokens, and my backpack's contents spill out.
Sure, I'll say that you spent 2 adversity tokens and fallen away that the contents of your backpack, including your chicken nuggets and fries, fall onto the ground.
And the things that I want to spend it for is hairspray and lighters. Like I just had an obscene
Okay.
amount of hairspray bottles.
Okay,
Okay. That's smart.
I will allow it.
I'll look at Dan and Jesse as the only 2 who seem to be somewhat all right. And I'll say, "Get them out of here!" And I'm gonna grab a spray can and one of the lighters and try to hold off this ooze.
Holy shit. yeah.
Okay, give me a fight roll. DC 12.
All right, I get a +1 as a thingy. Oh, that's a 3.
As you try to go for the lighter and the thing, you get it, and you actually start spraying spray paint onto the lighter. Some of it does light on fire, but it ends up completely covering Joshua, his backpack, and all of this shit with just a layer of paint, and nothing really catches on fire very much.
Oh shit, wrong can.
You're using. You stole my can, motherfucker. What are you doing?
Hey, they all look the same, man. Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Okay, yeah. Fucking Jesse will grab onto like Justin's arm and like start pulling him, trying to see if he can like get to his feet somewhat.
Okay, give me a brawn roll DC 10.
Oof. I have blood coming out of my ear. This is not going to be good.
I don't suppose I could give him any kind of like adversity.
Do we get +1s to
I'm afraid not.
brawn as well, or no?
Yes. +1 to brawn, +1 to fight.
7.
Okay, you have a really hard time moving him. You're able to get him slightly out of the way of the ooze, but it takes a lot of effort and a little bit longer than you would have hoped.
Fucking Justin's huge.
Daniel, what are you doing?
Right, Ginger.
Do we? I'll try the hairspray and the lighter as well.
Okay, fight roll DC, what did I say, 12?
Believe so.
Oh, it's DC 12.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. Nope.
You managed to get a can of hairspray actually this time and a lighter, but you're unable to push fast enough spray it onto the ooze, and instead you get a couple of the other cans of spray paint, and they actually set on fire. So you do end up hitting the ooze itself, but you do ruin about 3 or 4 other cans of hairspray that you guys brought with you. The ooze kind of shrivels back, the parts that turn to fire kind of turn to ash, and it retreats into a corner of the room and takes off down the north tunnel.
This is the worst possible scenario. We're just kids. What the fuck just happened?
Let's try to wake him up.
Who else? Yeah, let me. I'll start shaking. Shaking
Yeah.
Milton, and maybe even.
Okay, give me, whoever's
Oh,
trying
God.
to wake people up, give me a charm roll DC 9.
I'm gonna try to shake Josh.
3.
Oh,
Give me that sweet adversity, baby.
13.
got 2.
Can I give it a
Dana said
shot or?
dreamy. Dana said
Yeah,
dreamy.
yeah, and
Never
you
get
guys can
anybody
both
up.
give it a shot. So, okay,
Don't worry about
Joshua
my
has actually been woken up.
Milton's snoring
Milton is
loudly.
still a little passed out on the ground, but Joshua is back up.
What are you doing? Don't wake me up. Kill the ooze.
Dan, come wake this guy up. What the fuck?
Okay, I'll go try jostle. Wait, it's Jocelyn time.
Hey, oh, it's hard.
Okay,
I'm-
Joshua
no.
is back up because, okay, Milton is still down. But as you guys kind of get a second to breathe as the ooze has retreated at least from this room, you guys do see that a little bit in the corner of like a west annex. You see Sarah sitting in a corner of a room with her hands bound, her mouth bound, and sitting next to her are 4 children. Well, okay. I'm gonna have to only read off certain names because Milton is not awake right now. You
Man, show 'em your
recognize
foot.
Wayne, you recognize Isaac Greenstein, who's been missing for about a day. Josh, you would recognize Tasha Gatto, who could not have been missing for more than an hour. And all of you guys would recognize Joanna Gain, who has been missing for over a year. And there's another 4th girl that's sitting there that you guys don't recognize.
This could be Shell Marshall. Can't be it.
Oh, well, we should get him out of here, right? Or should we chase after the ooze?
You see
Are they
that...
awake?
No, they're asleep.
No, they're awake.
Oh, they're
You see
awake.
that Sarah is still wearing the clothes that she was wearing on Friday night.
Run over
She
there and
seems to be-
Yeah.
cut the ropes.
She seems to be fine, though she doesn't look confused or anxious about the situation at all. She looks very pale. There's an IV bag. There's an IV stent in her arm, but there's no sign of a bag or anything that it would have been leading to. And she kind of just looks up at you a little excited. She looks at Dan and says, Dan, did they invite you here for my initiation?
Your what now?
My initiation. I got a note last week about some secret society that would help me get scholarships and things so I could finally get out of Sparrow's view. That's why I came
No,
home.
Sarah, you're in danger. This is bad. This is like
In
a cult.
danger?
Yeah,
Better yet,
we just
don't untie him yet. They might be unhelpful.
I'll go to Isaac. I'm like, hey, buddy, it looks like your wound is healed all right from the skating incident. Are you okay?
Does anyone else look like they're being drugged?
As you look into Isaac's eyes and try to talk to him, you see that his eyes are completely white and his face is just indiscernible of any emotion. When you talk to him, it seems as if the words pass through him and he does not cannot comprehend what you are saying.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, they're fucked.
They're fucked. This is my official what's the prognosis?
Yeah, they're pretty fucked. I have never seen anything like this before in the doctor's office.
Pull everyone's IVs and then let's go kill this thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Well, Milton can't wake up. Wayne, do you have any tricks to like get this guy awake?
Yeah, I'm just gonna slap him a few times and see that
I
worked
already
last
tried
time.
that.
What are you guys trying to do right now?
I'll try to wake
I
up
need
Milton.
to know who is doing what. Okay,
I will
Wayne
try to
is
wake up
trying to
Milton.
wake up. Okay, what is everyone else doing?
Josh is pulling IVs. Anything that looks like an IV, like
Yeah.
pulling it from them. I don't care where it goes to or where it's going or anything. I just pull it all.
Okay, Sarah's the only one that has an IV stent.
Yeah, Jesse
Okay.
is holding on to Milton since he's comatose or whatever, but he's staring directly at Sarah like fucking confused.
Okay. Dad, what are you doing?
Getting hairspray and a lighter. Getting
Okay.
ready to go down the northern tunnel.
As you pull the IV stent out of Sarah's arm, Joshua, you will see that Sarah is being unnaturally held to the ground by something you can't see. As you pull a stent and try to pull her arm back, it seems as if she gets immediately slammed back to the ground.
That's weird. Kill evil thing.
Yeah. Can
I
Yeah,
read about this in
I-
comic books.
Can I set Milton down?
Hey, I'll
I'm gonna
take
set
him.
you down, buddy.
Okay, Wayne, give me a DC 9 charm roll.
Oh, 6. I'll use my last 3 adversity tokens to get him up.
Okay,
I'm
Milton, you are back up.
What happened? Whoa.
Oh my god.
that
Yeah, you.
Sarah and Tasha?
Yeah,
And is that the missing girl, Shell Marshall?
Yes,
My dad was
it's
asking
Shelley
about
Marshall.
her.
Shelley Marshall is the
Something is
fourth girl.
hypnotizing people.
yeah, they.
Weird is going on.
Yeah, the children aren't responsive at all.
And what happened to me?
Is my ear okay?
You passed out when we saw the ooze.
Like I just looked at it and I passed out?
Yep, that's
Yeah,
exactly
you
what
fell
happened.
straight to the floor. And
It
again,
doesn't
with
sound like me at all. I usually would just stay there and fight.
Has anything happened after I wake up, Milton, or is something about to happen?
As you wake up Milton, you see the kids are still sitting on the ground, as is Sarah. And you hear some footsteps coming down the east hallway.
Something's coming, guys.
Oh, shit.
Should we be ready?
There's no time.
Yo, is flamethrowers really the best that we have?
Should we just hide and then ambush
Yeah,
whoever
we
comes
should-
down the
we should.
stairs? Quick.
Let's
Yeah.
hide and
Yeah.
watch them.
I will grab them right away after they get into the room.
Grab who?
Whoever
Well,
comes
Into
down.
the room, I guess.
Okay, so
Whoever
you guys are
comes
like
out.
hiding around a corner, like
Yeah.
around the east. So, okay.
Yeah.
Give me flight roll DC 7. You guys have the jump on these guys, so it's not a very high DC.
Fight or flight?
Flight. For now.
Oh, 6. Fuck.
No.
I got you.
7.
I will help you with an
3.
adversity token.
What's the DC?
7.
7.
Okay.
Ryan, you passed, or
Hey.
Wayne.
So
I
Dan,
will do-
Milton, and Joshua pass.
And
Wayne
Wayne.
and Jesse.
I gave Wayne
Oh,
my
you gave
token.
him. Okay, you gave him 1, so that's good.
I will use 2, I think.
Okay, so that's 5. Does anyone have adversity tokens to grab Jesse around the corner? I know you guys have spent a lot.
I have
I'm
one
out.
more
Yeah,
left.
I still have 3.
I can give 2, but I only have 1 adversity token at the end.
Grab my
Okay.
hand, Dan.
Jesse needs 2.
I'll give him 2.
Okay. You yank Jesse back from the corner as you see Thomas Spencer dragging Mr. O'Keefe, still in his son's uniform, on into the room, followed by a frantic-looking Frank Wilder, Mayor Timothy Longsby, the random man that Milton saw in the barn on Friday night, and Dr. Hammond Lane. You hear Thomas Spencer saying, "Get up, Harold, get up!"
What the fuck is going on in this town, dude?
What do you guys do?
Oh man.
We're jumping them, right?
Yeah, we're jumping them. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Are we
Milton,
burning
kill
them?
him on him.
Who has their lighter and spray paint out?
Josh has one. The set.
Should've taken it at night.
Wayne has a lighter and spray paint. Dan has a lighter and a hairspray.
Hairspray.
Oh, you stole my spray paint.
Yeah.
So I will.
I'm gonna. We'll go
I'm
ahead.
gonna punch, I guess. Or no, I've got a bat. That's what I'm gonna go for.
I'm gonna
You have
look
a
at.
bat, Dan has a bat, Joshua has a knife, Milton has a knife.
Yeah, bat time for one of these unfortunate fellows.
I'm gonna look at everyone and say, and like do like 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna use my spray paint to try to get him in the eyes. I'm just gonna try to get him in the eyes.
Okay.
I'll be like,
Wayne, I will allow you to roll either a flight or a fight roll, depending on however you want,
We'll do
whichever is
fight.
best for you. Everybody else who's trying to attack someone, name who you are attacking and give me a DC 8 fight roll.
Fight or flight.
Fight, F-I.
I don't know. Okay, can you go through the names of who's coming down
Yes.
real quick? It's the mysterious
Thomas-
guy.
Thomas Spencer,
No.
Mr. O'Keefe who's being dragged, Frank Wilder, Mayor Timothy Longsby, the random man, and Dr. Hammond Lane.
I'm gonna go for Timothy Longsby, the mayor.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I will go. I don't know who's left.
Who's going for who?
I'm just trying to get a wide AoE
Yes,
style.
you're getting the wide
block.
one. I got that.
I guess I'll go for the mysterious guy.
Okay.
Josh
was
is
the,
gonna go for his dad.
What was the DC?
8.
Oh, Milton!
I'm going for Thomas.
Just
You're going
laying
for your
full.
dad. Okay.
Does my tough
Lord.
I don't think it matters much here, but if I lose a combat roll, it gives up 3 to the
You
number.
don't know. This is not an opposed roll yet. This is you guys getting the jump on this group because you hid.
Oh, okay.
So Dan, I don't know who you were. You were trying to tag Timothy Longsby.
Yeah.
You drop your light on the ground, and you're unable to do that, and you don't have your bat out. Wayne, who are you go? Oh, you're getting a wide spray.
Yeah, I'm just trying to just spray him in the eyes.
As you got the exact DC, I'm gonna say that you get Thomas Spencer as well as Frank Wilder in the eyes as you spray paint
Frank
them.
Wilder, who's that?
My dad.
Jesse's dad.
Oh,
Fuck.
your dad.
Milton, you go. Are you going with the knife?
I'm going with the knife.
Directly
Right
to the random guy.
Directly to the random guy.
As you get up to this random man, you truly get the jump on him. You cut a big slash through his chest that starts immediately bleeding. And Joshua, you are attacking your dad, who is now also blinded. What are you using as your weapon?
Jesse or Josh?
Josh.
Knife for sure.
Knife. You go towards your dad, and he's kind of looking away from you as he was like dragging Mr. O'Keefe, and you get a solid knife that drags like at least 2 inches directly into his back. As you guys make this initial attack against these stults. Okay. 2 of them are very seriously injured. 1 of them has paint in the eye, and 2 of them are unfazed. Okay, as they see you guys attack, they do not engage with you at all. They, other than the 2 injured ones, which is the random man, that now that Wayne is in the room, you know is the superintendent of schools, Mr. Kim.
Mr.
And-
Kim.
Yes. Yes, the principal is married to the superintendent. And Joshua, your dad. Everybody else in the group, I'm gonna roll for.
Can't believe TS was under our nose the whole time.
And then I'll say, Dr. Lane, what are you doing here?
Wade is very
Okay.
fucking,
All 3 of the. Wait, it's 3, right? So it would be Frank,
like word.
Longsby, and Lane. Immediately go and start grabbing the artifacts that are on the ground.
Shit,
And
those are-
start sprinting down the down a hallway.
The north hallway?
Yes.
I
How
throw my
many
knife?
more are left? Are they all gone?
No, Thomas Spencer, Mr. O'Keefe was being dragged and is no longer being dragged, as well as Superintendent Kim are still in the room. As well as Sarah and the 4 children.
What about the artifacts? Are all the artifacts gone?
They have seemed to grab all of the artifacts and are starting to leave.
Can I throw a knife at one of the runners, like it was a projectile weapon?
Sure, give me a fight roll, DC, because it's a projectile, 16.
Oh, I can add 1, but then I'd still be too short.
You barely
Give you
miss
one.
it. Oh,
Okay, I would need 1 more.
I don't have any.
I'll give you one.
I have one.
Okay, I got rid of mine. Okay, that works.
okay. You fling a knife, and it just kind of barely lodges into the shoulder of Mayor Timothy Longsby as he stutters for a second, drops some coins, and continues running.
Can I grab my dad?
Dad grab.
Your dad is currently running out of the tunnel, so I'm going to need a flight roll. It's going to be opposed.
We should totally chase after them, right?
Yeah, for
100%.
sure.
Your dad is a Weasley man and has a D20 as his flight.
Oh,
What a weasel.
Okay.
Which
Let's
direction?
see. Maybe Kai's rolls are as bad as ours.
Hopefully, right? Flight, here we go.
Let's see.
Ah,
You
That's
tied
50.
your dad. You both got a 10.
Where's
But-
Sarah? What'd you do with Sarah? I'm just kidding.
As
You literally
kind
know
of-
where she's at.
You kind of grab your dad, and he ends up dropping the artifact in his room, in his hands, as he decides to sacrifice that to wiggle out of your grasp and run down. And you see a pair of now shattered golden binoculars on the concrete floor.
wait, that should be a good thing, right? The artifact is broken.
Dad, what are you doing down here?
Are they just running, ignoring us?
I think they're just ignoring us completely. It's
Yeah.
like the fucking zombies.
Yeah, we gotta run after them.
Yeah, let's just chase
I
them.
will say that they have not said a single word since they've seen you.
They haven't
or
said-
attacked.
I haven't said a single
They're in
word.
like a frenzy or something.
Can I pat my
can I
dad
pick up
down
the
to see if he's got
gold?
weapons?
Can I pick up the gold binoculars that are crafting?
Yes, you can pick up the golden binoculars. Your dad is still fighting, despite being very seriously wounded. And essentially how this works is he has a -5 to whatever he rolls now. And so does Superintendent Kim. What they are trying to do is get away. So if you're trying to hold your dad there, or whatever, I'm gonna need you're trying to loot your dad, but he's actively trying to run away.
Can I try to trip him?
Yeah, give me a fight roll opposed by his flight.
What is going on?
10.
10. But a 9 won't do it. You trip him and he face plants onto the ground as he tries to get away from his son.
Jesse instinctively laughs. It's something we do. We laugh when we heard it.
Superintendent Kim is profusely bleeding out and is trying to crawl on his forearms out of the room.
Which way? North?
Yes.
Oh. I'm gonna try
Stab him
to.
again.
Gonna kill him? I'm gonna grab some of the coins on the ground. And then I wanna grab like an actual can of hairspray and then put the coins in my pocket and then with the lighter and hairspray in hand run after these guys.
Wrong tunnels.
I'll be
Dad.
like, Dr. Lane!
Okay.
Snap out of it!
Okay, so Frank got away.
Maybe we should follow them.
That's fine,
Lane
yeah.
got away. You got Mr. O'Keefe is just kind of laying on the ground.
Well, because he was fighting it, right?
Thomas is laying on the ground. He was being dragged. Yes.
He was being dragged. He was like fighting
Thomas
whatever.
is laying on the ground.
Okay.
Mayor Longsby got away.
Mr. Kim is crawling on the ground miserably.
Mr. Kim is crawling on the ground. Okay, so 3 got away, 3 are still into the room. We're gonna take another short bio break, and then we will get to the final finale scene
great.
of this
Oh,
kids
no.
on bikes.
Oh no.
Amazing.
Then we become
Alright,
men
be
on
right back.
bikes.
Yeah, after you've murdered someone, you become that.
After the sweet embrace.
Okay, we are back for the final part of this Kids on Bikes mini season. So Frank Wilder, Dr. Hammond Lane, and Mayor Timothy Longsby have ran down a north corridor away from the rest. Grant O'Keefe's father, Harold, now that we know, is kind of just laying on the ground, cowering. Thomas Spencer has been shanked by his son and tripped by Jesse Wilder and is now face planted on the ground. And Mr. Kim has a massive wound on his chest that is just profusely bleeding as he's trying to crawl on his arms and legs away from this group of people. What are you doing? Oh, and Sarah and the 4 children are just still sitting in the corner, looking unfazed.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
Guys, let's should we use that injured one and follow him to wherever the hell he's gonna go? He's gonna keep walking probably. We could just follow him to wherever the fuck he's going.
Yeah, no, we should just follow him.
Yeah, he's slow, so I mean it'll work.
And I stabbed the mayor, so he could follow the blood trail off his shoulder where I hit him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that works if this one gets crazy and starts running or something. Just
We saw them run north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chasing after him, grabbing a hairspray can.
As you guys kind of collect yourselves, grab the things that you guys will need, you see that the 4 children that were just sitting next to Sarah slowly stand up and start walking down the north corridor.
Oh, fuck.
But Sarah didn't, did she?
Sarah's still bound. She's looking a little bit more pale than she was when you guys first found her.
Fuck.
Wow, we need a... Is there any way I could just try to figure out what's going on in this shitty situation? Is she being drained by the ooze already? Are we too late? Are the kids I assume are also these husks?
She hasn't.
I don't think you're sure what's going on with the kids, but if you're looking at Sarah, give me a grit, brawn, or brains roll. Anybody that's looking into her. I'm going to say this is an individual roll and other people can't help you, but the DC is 12.
Fuck it. I'll
and
look at
anyone
her.
can make it.
13.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Hell
say
yeah.
You see that tendrils of black ooze seeping from a corner coming out of in between the wall and the floor are wrapped around Sarah's torso under her shirt and holding her in place.
Whoa, this is
She doesn't seem to notice it, but she is just being held there by that.
I'm whoa, this is a weird scene. And I'm going to take my spray can. I'm just trying to, at the base of it, where it comes out of the wall, just try to burn it off.
Okay, this may sound weird, but give me a charm roll just to use your charm or flight to not burn Sarah.
Oh, sorry if this hurt your sister. I've never done this before, but I'm certainly trying. I'm sorry, Dan. Hey.
No. What was the DC?
I think it's 10? I don't know.
10.
Yeah.
But that is okay. Sarah gets a little bit of a burn on her side that starts to blister up, but the black tendrils, as soon as you hit them with that fire, recede into the wall, and Sarah seems to slump down a little bit, and kind of being injured, snaps and says, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Hey, you just got a little burn. I'm sorry. I'll patch it up. I got some alcohol. You'll be fine.
What is going on here? What is happening?
Crazy
I don't know,
shit
you-
is coming on here,
Yeah,
Sarah.
you were saying something about initiation, and we were just confused.
I was saying what?
You had an initiation.
Last thing I remember, I was going to the 5 and 10 to go get alcohol for fucking Dan and Jesse.
Yeah, they were.
Why am I in some basement?
You've been kidnapped.
You've been
You've been
abducted.
kidnapped.
Yeah.
What day is it?
Saturday. About to be Sunday.
It's been over 24 hours. I have no recollection of any of that.
There-
Oh, God.
If we told you what happened,
My
Sarah,
side.
you wouldn't believe us.
Don't worry, I'm gonna try to
Literally
patch that up for
fucking
you.
believe us.
That was
Don't
Dan's
touch
doing.
me.
Oh, okay, I'm
We
sorry.
gotta be ready for whatever ooze tentacle monster to come back.
Yeah.
Ooze,
Yeah.
tentacle monster.
That's what got you.
Yeah,
There's a cult.
we're wasting time. We gotta go after those kids. Yeah.
We do.
Wait here if you want, Sarah, or come after with
Can I
us.
help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll kick her over some hairspray and a lighter.
She takes them, not really sure what these have to do with anything, and kind of like slowly follows you guys, holding her side.
Can I free
Looking
up?
very confused, but very eager to get out of whatever situation she is currently in, and will do anything that will help her do that.
Does she look
Okay.
like she's limping?
She's not limp. She's walking very slowly, like she's very pale, and she's limping in the sense that she's like holding her side that just got like a 2nd-degree burn on it. Like kind of not really touching it, but like gingerly like airing it out and walking with you guys.
What should we do with Mr. Spencer, Mr. Kim, and Mr. O'Keefe?
Mr. Kim is still. Mr. O'Keefe seems like happy to stay where he is, like
Okay.
kind of like just scoots away from Thomas Spencer.
Oh, he's not.
Mr. Kim is still crawling on his hands and knees, trying to go
Towards the
Y'all
down
north.
that
ahead.
hallway.
Just
And Thomas Spencer, with the stab wound in his back and being tripped and face planting onto concrete, and you're not sure if he's dead, but he's definitely not conscious right now.
Gotcha. Can I just try to like tap Mr. Kim in the back of the head just to knock him out? You know, like hit a pressure point or something.
Sure, give me a fight roll. There's no pull punches, so I'll just see what.
I was like, yeah, just gonna give him a little tap. I was like, nah, that's
he
too
bumps
much.
his nose a little bit and then continues crawling.
This is a poor sight. I've never seen Mr. Kim in such a dire state. We should just leave him. Let's
Y'all
just
can
go.
ahead.
Put a leash on him.
Y'all
He's our
should
new
go
Ralph.
forward. I got this with what's her called? Shell and Tasha. I can get them free. Y'all go ahead and keep chasing, right?
They went off. The kids walked
they
away.
did?
Yeah.
Oh,
The kids
I thought
walked
they were
north.
attached.
They
That's
left.
right. She was the only one that was attached. That's right. I remember
Wait,
things
yeah.
late.
Should we chase after those kids then?
Yeah.
The kids are going in the same direction
Same
as
direction,
the adults ran in.
yeah,
I assume they're headed to the same spot. We
Let's
just
go north too.
yeah, we just go after him.
Let's do it.
Do you think Ralph will come back?
Oh no!
I think if
no
someone
way.
hollers his name with a proper charm roll, yes.
Can I try to whistle?
shot.
That person is not Josh.
You're the only one that's bonded with him.
I know.
Jesse, because you never really interacted with Ralph, give me a
Oh,
DC
no.
15 charm roll.
Oh God, I don't think I want to do it.
A charm.
I'll take the free adversity token. Thank you.
Oh, almost.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
One more explosion is all you needed.
Yep.
Wait, did that? Oh, it did. Damn. You whistle out, and Ralph doesn't seem to be. He doesn't appear in front of you.
Nah, maybe he'll come later.
Yeah, let's just
let's
go.
just keep following these
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Follow him.
Yeah.
Following. We should follow the slow one because it looks like Sarah's hurt.
Okay. Are you guys running or are you guys walking?
I think we should run.
Running. Yeah, be running.
Yeah.
But if you want to stay back with her and help her out and then like catch up with us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a grit roll for Sarah.
Yeah, hopefully she can run because that would be way more convenient. Because I feel like we would not leave her out of our sight like after searching for her. Like we thought she was dead. Like
With
Yeah.
a 17 grit roll, Sarah rips off a piece of her shirt, kind of just bites it in her mouth to kind of have something to avert pain into, and starts running with you guys.
that's awesome.
Wow. Dan, your sister's more badass than you are.
They took the wrong kid.
Yes, Gab. Yeah.
Hey, that's not fair.
I'm just kidding. You know, I'll be running
Yeah.
along.
Okay,
Almost full.
give me as a group one last brains roll, DC 8.
Fuck.
It's 8. It's 8. You can do it.
Final brain.
Okay.
I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about my party mates here.
Don't worry, I've got you covered. I'm rolling high tonight on brains. I've got 3. That's really good for me.
Wait, we all do brains?
Yeah, everyone.
Should I use my
9,
adversity?
9.
Can I
What?
use my adversity on
More
that?
than half. No,
More
more than
than
half
half.
of the group got above an 8.
Oof.
You guys are good.
Oh,
We didn't
You
average.
guys are able to follow the. I'm shocked by that, by the way. But good for you guys.
I am too.
we can learn together.
I just want to say I've been rooting for you on every single one of these roles, and I don't know if you've noticed, but every episode I've significantly.
I hear
lowered
you like
DC.
sighing in pain several times. I'm like, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Just the amount of 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s that you guys have rolled is insane. But you guys are able to follow like the drops of blood that Mr. Longsby has, as well as just like wet footprints and things as they've stepped in the blood and things, as you guys make your way to a small chamber that you guys know is not too far out of town, probably close to the old sawmill in Farms. It's interesting because you were going out of a north corridor, but it takes like an immediate direct left as you guys are heading out, and you see a room. The remaining artifacts that weren't smashed on the ground are laid in a circle around the same tall, short man that you saw
Wait.
earlier.
Did you say tall, short man?
Yes,
So he's both. He's shifted
he's
up
shifted.
and down. Okay.
Around him, in a circle around the artifacts and him, you see Thad Johnson, Grant O'Keefe,
Son of a bitch.
Dan Ickens, Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Kim, as well as Frank Wilder, Dr. Lane, and Mayor Timothy Longsby, chanting something in a language you guys cannot begin to understand. With that, all of the humans' eyes are completely white, staring directly into the middle of the circle. They do not seem to recognize you as you walk into the room. The 4 kids are lined like on a back wall that the man in the middle is looking towards, their eyes shifting rapidly between all white and all black. He's still holding the sack of eggs.
Stop the man in the middle.
Wait, maybe it's the people are being controlled. There must be something similar to what Sarah was being controlled by. Do I see any tentacles?
Tentacles.
There is ooze everywhere.
Oh, we
In
should
this
just
room.
we should just burn it all down.
Maybe we could knock them over like dominoes.
Is there is there an artifact that we can see that we can destroy? Because they're all in the center.
I mean, there's a bunch of shit. There's a... Hold on, I literally have a list of these things and I will bring them out. You see... so in a spot that is missing would have been what the golden binoculars are, which are the original golden binoculars that John Chestnut had used to spot the sparrows. You see his initials kind of carved into one of the sides of the now bent and broken binoculars. You see a set of keys laying on the floor. These look different than the keys that Milton and Wayne had. They seem a little bit more simple, but definitely a lot more rusted and a lot smaller. You see something that you can only imagine is one of the bottles from the first batch of cornucola that was ever made. There's 2 of them side by side. You see another globe that is very similar, if not exactly the same as the one that I don't know if Milton still has, but you guys have been carrying around today. And you also see a stuffed bird in the shape of the European sparrow that brought the once in former infamy that Sparrow you used to have. And there's also one small thing clear on the ground that Jesse actually saw earlier. because he has a similar one in his backpack that just happens to be a replica. What it is on the ground now is a very thin, clear lens.
Oh, the lens.
As we like walk towards these people, do they react at all, or are they just in the circle chanting this mysterious language?
The only thing that reacts is the man in the middle, who seems to continue to have eyes facing the children, but something on the side of his face shifts as if he recognizes that you're in the room.
Can Milton spear him?
Are you Goldberg?
No, don't touch him!
I'm Stone Cold too.
I'm scared we're gonna
Trying
lose
to break the
one of our
circle.
strongest members right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, me and Jesse go through like Red Rover, and whatnot.
Oh my god.
okay.
I'll try
I'm
to.
going to need a brawn roll DC 14.
While
And
they're
then, okay, that is what I'm gonna need from Milton. What is everybody else doing?
I want to try to break
Picking up
the
lens.
artifacts.
Which artifact specifically are you going for?
I'll try to. I'll try to break the bottle of cornicola.
Okay,
No, use
that
my
will be
last.
a DC. It'll also be a brawn roll because you'll have to get through the circle of people to get to the artifact.
Yeah.
So that will be a DC 9 brawn roll. What is Joshua doing?
6.
Unless you're not ready. Dan, you'll also know what you're doing, and Jesse.
The lens on the floor. Is it attached to something?
No, it's just laying on the ground.
Has to be something to it.
Yeah. Can I pull
like
the
a-
lens out of my backpack? I guess, and I don't know. Like, I'll look at like everyone. I'm not that smart.
Okay, you pulled a. I'm gonna ask for a brain roll DC 8.
Okay.
Daniel, Joshua, what are you guys doing?
Looking around for an artifact to break.
Okay, there's a bird, there's the globe, there's a lens.
Medium high roll for me. 2. It's actually one of my better rolls. The brains.
There's the keys.
I'm gonna crush the bird.
Okay, that will also be at first a 9 brawn roll. Daniel, what are you doing?
Gonna try to break one of the artifacts, I guess.
Which one? There's the lens and the keys and the globe that aren't currently being gone after.
The globe.
Okay. That will be again a DC 9 brawn roll at first, and then I will tell you the other DC if you break through the circle. Okay, Milton, you are
Yes.
2 away.
I thought it was 14.
15.
Oh, okay.
Wayne, you are 3 away. Jesse, you are 7 away. Joshua, you are 7 away.
Can I use my
Dan.
adversity token to help out Milton by creating a hole for him, maybe to push through? I have
Sure,
1 adversity
yes.
token.
Okay, I'll use mine too, and that gets me to 15.
Okay, you succeeded.
Thank you.
Wayne, you're not getting to it. I don't. Right? No. Okay.
I'm not getting to it.
Josh, no. Jesse, no. Dan, no. Okay, Milton, you are the only one, and you're going directly for the man in the middle, right? That's what
Directly
you said?
for, yeah.
Okay. You sprint into the room. Everyone else tries to go for these things, and the people around them, even like Mrs. Johnson, who is not a strong woman, seem incredibly stiff and stone-like and are very hard to break through this circle that they're going to. But Milton, you kind of slide under the arms of the people and spear this thing directly into the legs. I'm going to need a DC 10 grit roll.
Ooh, 10. That's doable.
Ooh, I have a D8.
You got it, Milton.
He's gonna explode.
You got this.
Explode! Oh no, so close to
I
exploding.
hit my
I have
hat.
a adversity. I can give you.
Ugh.
I need a 10.
I have one. I can give you.
Okay.
I have one, but am I too far to help you, or does it not matter?
As you were not one going for the artifacts, I'll say you're too far away.
Yeah.
But you get to 9.
Yeah.
You're only failed by 1, which is not that bad. Actually, I will say, Chris, keep your adversity token. Failing by 2 is not that bad. I would save those if you can. You get to him, and as you tackle him, you manage to get him just outside of the circle of artifacts, but still within the circle of people. He stumbles a little bit, and you see that the white on the eyes of the people around him flickers a little bit back to the natural form. But as you touch him, it feels as if your skin is being electrocuted. There's so much energy running through your body from touching him that you don't really know how to handle it, which immediately forces you to kind of release him as you stumble back into the middle of the circle.
That's electrifying. Literally, touching him is like electricity.
So fire.
Can I smash this lens out of frustration because I'm too dumb?
The one in your hand?
Yes, do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you can do that for free. You smash it on the ground. As you do so, you see a crack in the one that is in the circle.
They're connected? What the fuck?
Smash the globe.
Yeah, smash.
Yeah. Well, Milton has it, right?
Yeah.
Milton does have it,
Oh,
yes.
he does have
Milton,
it.
smash the globe!
Oh, what is
Yeah.
that?
Smash the globe!
Good idea.
You're being electrocuted, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I got shocked off.
Oh, you got shocked off. Did that work?
Yeah. So I plan on using the globe as a blunt weapon onto the guy, so it'd be really cool.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, I will give you all another round of things to do as these people are still in a trance. What do you guys want to do?
Can I drop between someone's legs and then try to like burn the items in the middle?
Yes, give me a flight roll DC 5 to get through this group of people as the trance is kind of waxed and waned.
Oh,
First,
fuck.
Damn.
you try to get between the legs and you end up just kind of like sliding really short and then falling onto your knees.
You're getting trampled.
Joshua, Daniel, Jesse,
Can I look through the
Milton.
binoculars, the golden binoculars that are broken? Can I like look through them and just see if I see anything if I'm staring at the guy in the middle?
Sure, give me a grit roll DC 5.
Oh, 3. I've got 2 adversity I'll use, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, you look through the lens, the binoculars as they're pointed at this man, and you barely kind of hold on to your senses as you look and see a squirming mass of tentacles and just ooze dripping from something that's no longer even in the shape of a man. You are aware now that this is some sort of glamour or facade that this person is putting on that is still even barely holding, as he doesn't really have any shape or discernible form that is human. But through these binoculars, you can see that he is even less human than he appears to be. He seems to just be an amalgamation of the ooze.
Oh my god, man-made horror beyond my comprehension. Okay. I will drop the binoculars. I'll be like, Milton, be careful, that thing's a fucking monster. That
Okay,
thing,
get-
it's something else.
Roll a d10 for me.
D10. Just flat D10?
Yep.
10.
10.
Hey.
As you drop the
Ooh.
binoculars, actually roll another d10 for me.
Explosion.
Laser eyes. Sis.
6. As you drop the binoculars, they kind of completely shatter. The small hinge in the middle of them cracks in half. The rest of the glass completely shatters. And another momentary moment of people going back to the natural eye color and staggering back happens, and you actually see Grant O'Keefe completely step away from the circle. He looks really confused, and kind of just backs up to a wall and pushes his body against it. Chris, Milton, Joshua, what are you guys doing?
This is also odd. I love it. Strange tales.
I guess Milton would listen to y'all about using or breaking the globe, but he's gonna kind of throw it as a hammer throw, like an Olympic hammer throw, and kind of like wind it up inside the bag and then launch it at the guy.
I love it. Give me a fight or brawn roll, DC 12.
Hey!
13.
Landed it.
Nice.
You wind up and get a perfect smack into this man's head. As you do it, as you hit this man, it is so much harder than you expected. It is not as if you're hitting a man with like a bowling ball. It is as if you are hitting a concrete slab, which it didn't feel like when you were spearing him, but it does feel like when you hit this ball. The ball cracks in half. And you see a bunch of black ooze spill from his quote-unquote head and turn to ash as it falls to the ground. Joshua, Daniel.
When Milton did that, did we see anything with the bowling ball in the middle?
Yes, there is a very large crack through it.
Nice.
Do the keys in the middle resemble the TS keys and the Hogue keys, or does it resemble the 5 keys that I stole from my dad's office?
It doesn't really resemble either. They look like just like old keys that go to some sort of old building, but they don't seem ornate or anything. They seem like pretty simple keys, but from maybe 100+ years ago.
Does it look like the key that Milton picked up in the shed?
It does not.
What are the other artifacts?
A stuffed bird,
And a bottle
Cornucola
of Coca-Cola.
bottle.
Yeah.
and the lens and the globe are cracked.
I don't know what the other things would be.
Chug the cornicle. Fill it with
know.
Sarah's blood, the bottle.
What's Josh doing? I'll think about it for a second.
What is Sarah doing?
Yeah, what
Oh,
has
yeah,
she been
Sarah.
doing?
You see Sarah limp into the room, scream, "Fuck you," super loud, and she takes the lighter and the bottle of hairspray, irregardless of, I know that's not a word, disregard for the people there, and just kind of lights the fucking bird on fire. I'll give a roll for her.
Nice.
You just burned it
That
straight through the-
explodes. 16. She
Nice.
lights that
Let's
shit
go.
on fire. It explodes,
Sick.
and you see Mrs. Sandra Kim step away from the circle. Similar to Grant, kind of just presses her back to the wall and looks very confused. A little less confused than Grant did, but still confused.
Then I'll try to go burn the keys.
Okay.
Eat them.
Give me a
That way we
Grit.
watch them slowly, acidically destroy.
grit or fight. Grit, fight, or flight roll. DC 12.
Either that or the keys sit in your
Alright.
stomach.
17.
Like a 40-day
You
death.
get the can of hairspray and the
It's
light are
like
so
40.
close to it with these ancient keys that are made up of copper, which is a very malleable metal, and they start to melt away. You don't fully melt them, but it's definitely enough that they're no longer in the normal shape. And you see that Frank Wilder steps away from the group. He doesn't push his back to anything. He just looks around and makes eye contact with Jesse.
Oh wait, doesn't he have pain in his eyes? Or is he? Did he?
Does.
Okay.
He's wiped it away. You can see that they're like bloodshot and like stinging for sure.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, he's profusely crying as this is happening and wiping away his eyes.
How far away is he from me?
He's on the other side of the room. Actually, no, he's not. He's probably about 10 feet away from you.
Dad, are you awake? I'll just wave, but I guess I'll just kind of like,
He doesn't say anything.
yeah. I guess he's still zombie mode, so. Are there any other artifacts? I don't think there's anything left, right?
Mm-mm.
I think Joshua saw us to go.
Josh.
Well, so the bird got broken?
The bird
Yeah.
is gone.
Burned.
I mean, at this point, yeah, Josh is trying to read the room.
Is everything...
The lens and the globe are cracked but still there.
Oh. I'll stomp on the other lens.
Okay, I want to know what Joshua does first.
I want to have a hairspray and lighter ready to go just to defend anyone doing stuff.
Okay, you're gonna give backup. I got it. What I'm gonna do is allow you to roll a d6 and add this to whatever roll comes next. Sound good? Okay, Jesse, you said that you're gonna stomp the lens.
Maybe I should hit it with a bat. I don't know.
Hit it with a bat. Okay, DC 8 fight roll. 7. It's cracked already.
You should get this.
13.
13. I'll let you save your d6 because he doesn't need it. You smash the lens and you see that both Coach Dan Ickens and Mrs. Johnson step away from the circle.
Unresponsive too? Like, are they like, oh, what the fuck's going on? Or
They step back and you see that Mrs. Johnson immediately runs to Thad and kind of like grabs his shoulder. And you see that Coach Dan Ickens goes to Grant O'Keefe and kind of stands next to him. You also see that at this point, the children, eyes are no longer glazed over white. They're back to the normal colors, but they're still no longer moving. Sarah looks a little less pale.
whatever we're doing, it's working, guys. I'll try to smash the bottle of cornucola again.
Okay.
Say, I
believe in
hated
you.
this sugary drink anyways. It's not even good for you. What am I going to try to...
Half your health.
You can give me fight or brawn.
I'll do fight.
DC 12.
I think I get a +1 to this. No. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'll use an adversity token.
You smash the bottle of cornucola.
Wayne versus
And you
bottle.
see-
Please.
And you see that Dr. Lane steps away from the circle.
I look at him, I point at him. How could you? What are you doing here?
He immediately runs to Mayor Longsby's side, who's still in the circle, and pulls the knife from his back.
Oh, shit.
Can I light
Smash
him
the
up as he
globe!
goes to do that?
What?
Can I set him on fire as he goes to do that?
You wanna set Dr. Lane on fire?
Yes.
Absolutely. Give me a flight or fight roll, DC 12.
Oh fuck yeah!
We playing NBA
As-
Jam?
As he runs by, you catch his shirt on fire. He still goes and grabs the knife and pulls it out of his back, but now he is like fully catching on fire.
He's not like reacting, screaming, nothing.
To howl out in pain. Okay. All that is left is the globe in the circle.
What's a smash?
Trying to light it on fire.
Smash it. Oh
I
yeah.
like
I'll
that.
smash it.
Thematically,
Let's-
that feels good. Lighting the world on fire. Go for it, Dan.
Let's go,
Okay.
Dan.
This is a globe. It is cracked, but it is going to be a DC 16
To burn.
Oh,
to burn it. Yes.
Oh fuck, maybe.
Of
I should
what?
check it. The bat.
DC 16 what?
Oh, sorry. Fight or brawn.
Oh,
Oh.
that should not be the one to do it though. I'll try.
I
wrong.
guess I'll try to hit it with the bat instead of burning it and watching the world burn.
Yeah.
But I guess it may not. work.
You also have a bat.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Dan also has a bat.
Let's do Office Space.
Oh.
It'll be both of us fucking hitting the.
Okay.
Hitting the
Okay, I'm going to lower the DC to 12. If you're hitting it with the bat.
How does an 18 do you?
There you go. Jesse comes in and smacks the globe. It shatters into like 4 different major sections. And then you finally see Thad Johnson and Mayor Longsby step away from the circle. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me. As that happens, the children kind of look less no longer uncomprehending of what is going on around them, but you do see the man in the circle scream out, "I'm going to need a grit or brains roll, DC 15 from all of you."
Why is he yelling?
Now, do you say why is he yelling?
No, why is he yelling about needing us to make rolls?
I have blood in my ear, so I'm not affected by this. Whatever is about to happen to you poor suckers. What is it? Brains or
Brains or grit?
DC what?
Oh
15.
no.
That'll be a 1 for me.
Oh.
We.
Holy fuck.
see
Does
that,
it does it matter if I make an 11?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
15.
You see this man scream, and all of you see an image produced in your head of Sparrow's view, completely in rubble, buildings burned down, destroyed. The heads of Mayor Longsby, Dr. Lane, Dan Ickens, the Kims, the Johnsons on stakes outside of the mayor's office. You see Sparrow's View in complete ruin,
Oh.
and you see this man smiling, standing behind it all as the only thing remaining. He whispers what sounds like in the corner of your ear, saying, "One day," and disappears, leaving the sack of eggs on the ground.
Smash it.
You got-
Burn it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That all has to be burned.
Oh yeah, for sure.
100% that has to be burned. I feel like there's more eggs than just this sack too. That's the crazy part. They're probably in cellars like all across the city.
Let's get Ralph to help. Maybe he can get a scent on one of these.
What is it, Ralph?
What do you guys do? You are in a room with a bunch of adults, 4 children, an injured Sarah, and on fire Dr. Hammond Lane.
Doctor.
The superintendent,
He's now like
out.
rolling on the ground, like trying to put himself out.
Well, that at least shows like not complete mind control.
Yeah.
Right. What did Mr. Hornsby say? We gotta smash these.
Gotta smash it up.
Typical Ravens
yeah.
realm.
That didn't go good last time. Hairspray
Oh,
time.
We
yeah,
should-
burn it.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, smash it up with
Maybe-
fire.
Yeah.
yeah. We'll burn it.
The
No
fire is
roll
what we-
necessary. No one is fighting you. You guys, as a group, stand around the sack of eggs, take out your respective
Yes.
cans of hairspray and spray paint, and burn these fucking eggs to ash. There's no scream as this happens. There's nothing. All that remains is a pile of ash on the ground and a little bit of ooze receding into the crack.
You said there
You've
were.
done it
Wow.
for now.
Oh my god.
You said there were 4 eggs,
Yeah.
right?
Scary.
No, there were 4 children. This was like
Oh,
a sack of at least 8
Sack
eggs.
of it. Oh.
Man. I'm gonna be seeing that weird monster in my dreams tonight.
Yeah, now I'm like
Right.
worried about.
Yeah.
Sparrow.
Do we know who that man looked like? Do we get like a visual
This-
at all?
Wonder, dude, or if I
He
had to guess.
disappears. You see Mrs. Johnson fall to her knees, crying, saying, "Paul, no, come back, please. We need you here. Please come back." And you see her kind of crawling towards the pile of ash, holding it in her hands.
We've heard that name before.
Who?
That's Dad's mom.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad the jackass.
No. What the name did she say?
Paul.
Johnson.
Who?
Paul.
Paul?
I'm just making fun of how
Paul.
I say things.
Paul? That was Paul?
Paul. God.
That was Paul Stanford? Wait, did you just say Paul? Like Paul Stanford?
She seems so entrapped in this ashes that she's very much ignoring you.
Well, I'll look around.
Grant kind of goes up to Thad, punches him in the face, and says, "What the fuck, dude?" And then storms out down one of the tunnels.
No, none of these functioning adults is helping the on fire doctor.
Oh no, they're just kind of standing there in shock.
Okay, one of you adults gotta explain whatever this is happening. We saved your lives, I think.
Saved our lives. This is Dr. Lane turning to you now. On the ground.
Yeah, Doc, you were like in some sort of
Saved-
trance or
Saved our
something.
lives. You ruined our futures. That was our guarantee that this town would be safe and that we would continue to be prosperous. And you ruined it.
How many exits from this cave are there?
From this one, there's like one continuing north and one going south back into town.
Josh is about done with adults right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking anarchy.
My family was innocent, man.
Mine too, surprisingly.
Mine was in it, I guess.
Yeah, mine, I think.
In a way.
Yeah, what the fuck was my dad doing
Do
here?
we light him up?
Kill him? Are we gonna
I don't know
execute our
if you
dads
commit
for most
murder.
week
Oh, the adults?
chapter of our lives?
We'll grab Sarah and leave.
Right, I would take Tasha and bring her to her mom in front of Roxy.
So we don't-
As we're leaving this space, what is everyone doing? So Dan is taking Sarah and going home. Milton is grabbing Tasha and heading to
Actually-
the Gato home.
I'm taking Tasha and Shell, and I'm gonna bring Michelle, Shelly to my dad. My dad to be like, look,
Okay.
I can do stuff better than you.
Do you want to take all of the missing kids?
Ooh.
Does that want to be your thing?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, you
If
can-
no one else
Okay.
wants any. Do y'all want any kids? Don't let me hog them all.
Oh no, you can take him. Isaac, I'll just ask Isaac. Isaac, you good? I just want to make sure I, patch you up real well. You still feel good? If you need any meds or anything.
Isaac kind of just looks at you and says, "I think I'm good. I don't really know what happened since I fell off that ramp, but I'm good. I'm alive. That's good.
That's good. Just remember, I never did. I had nothing. You know what I mean. Let him go.
Sure, man. And Isaac kind of just follows Milton. What are Wayne, Jesse, and Joshua doing?
Jesse is just sitting there with a bat in his hand and he's just staring at his dad. I think his dad's still here, right?
Yeah, his dad is kind of just like slumped on the ground.
I guess Jesse will like walk over to his dad and be like, "Do you want to explain what the fuck is going on? This is literally insane. Were you in on this shit?"
I wasn't at first, but working at MSI, I kind of got wrapped into all of this. It was a guaranteed future for you, so I took the chance. I guess I failed.
What was the cost? What were you giving? Like,
Devotion, time.
were you gonna kill Sarah?
No, I didn't know about the kid thing until like 5 hours ago.
Josh will walk over. Which of them did?
Well, he's like definitely like, you chose the right person. Like, if there was anyone that was going to be a rat, it was fucking Frank Wilder. He says, well, Coach Ickens was there before I was. The Johnsons were there before I was. The Kims were there before I was. The Lanes were there before I was. And Mr. Longsby was the one who told me that if I was going to have a position at MSI, I had to join.
Was this everyone, or is
So
there still
literally
more?
everyone.
Yeah, like what about like the Scabbias?
I've never heard them a part of any of this stuff.
What about my dad?
Oh, him?
Mm-hmm.
He's on muscle.
I thought so.
What about my dad?
Your dad?
Oh shit.
Why'd you say it like that?
He's the one who made us have to do this thing in the first place. He saw that fucking egg 10 years ago. And apparently that's why Paul got all mad and pissy and the ooze got everywhere. It's because the egg wasn't supposed to be apart from the rest of the sack and yada yada yada. We got to take these artifacts and like sacrifice children or whatever the fuck to like bring it back whole and like make new things or whatever.
Thought you didn't know about the kid thing.
No, until 6 hours ago.
Okay.
Give me a brains roll, DC's 5.
Yeah, wait. You sound like you know a lot about my dad, but you didn't know about this kid thing?
He's totally fucking lying. He's known the entire time.
Of course he is.
Fuck it, burn them all! Wait, so you're saying my dad took the egg from the main sack, but then Paul got all mad.
Yeah, with
And
Harold. 10 years ago.
Who the fuck is Harold?
Okay, Mr. O'Keefe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, your dad was like, Harold's like, oh, I don't know about the kid sacrifice thing. Was like, okay, so if we like mess up this egg sack, I guess, then maybe it'll come to an end. Harold got kicked out because the egg got taken. Paul was like, as long as you don't come back to this town, I won't murder you and your children. So he left. And apparently he left you some shit. We didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, I
Don't
found
kill
that.
me, please.
Hey,
Jesse will just turn his back and just like start walking like towards like wherever Dan and Sarah were heading to. He's just gonna start walking away.
I'll just say,
Josh?
I've got a name. I've got a list of names. I'll leave right now because it's probably kind of airspace not effective.
Yeah.
But make sure that is
kill
good on my way out.
Okay. What? Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I'll walk out too.
Is Dr.
Okay.
Lang alive or is he dead?
He's alive.
He's very
He's just
badly
hurt, right?
burned, but he's alive.
That's hilarious.
You guys leave this room of adults plus Dad Johnson in that room. You all head back into town. As you guys are making your way back towards town, you run back into the room in the Herschel Cane that you guys had run into, and you see that Mr. Kim has lost enough blood to be dead. Thomas is
I didn't see nothing.
Little, yeah, I don't know what you're
Thomas
talking about.
Spencer is still unconscious, but has fallen in a way that is somehow putting pressure on his wound, and it has clotted over enough for him to not be dead, but he is not in great shape.
I kick him over.
Oh my god! You kick him over. Okay, you kick him.
No, wait, he's no longer under control.
I think what you gathered from that is that they weren't under control.
Right.
The devotion was being taken from them, but they had willingly given it in the first place in exchange for power and influence in the city, in the town.
Josh learned a lot of things, one of which he's not going to school tomorrow.
Wait, tomorrow's Sunday. We're not going to school anyways.
Yeah,
And you have Monday off.
And we have Monday off. It's Labor Day. It's Labor Day weekend.
Looks like we're skipping Tuesday.
I feel like there's an edgy sequel to this where like Josh is gonna like take his like dad's motorcycle around.
Yeah, we come back 20 years later.
Hit some people.
We come back 20 years later like and we have to stop the smiling man again.
Speaking of, you all head home or out. Dan, you make it home with your sister, and you find your mom and dad kind of just sitting on the couch in your home, pacing. Not pacing, but like tapping the fingers, like barely watching the television, kind of just like clearly expecting something. And they see the state of your sister as well as yourself, kind of clothes a little bit burned from use of aerosol and fire, a little bit grimy, and they both run to you and give you big hugs. They don't really say anything. They kind of just, your mom has a bunch of food left on the table. You can tell that she was like stress baking and cooking things because she didn't know what was going on. But they do give you your space as soon as you're home to recoup and settle down. Milton, you head to the police station to drop off the missing children. You see that all of the Gatos are actually at the police station because Tasha hadn't gone missing. That had just gone missing earlier, and you see that Mrs. Gato immediately runs over to Tasha, lifts her up, and starts crying and kissing her all over her face. And you see that both Stephanie and Roxy come up to you and just give you silent hugs, saying thank you so much for getting our sister back.
Hey, anytime, Roxy. Anytime, Stephanie.
Where was she?
Well, she was inside of a cave with a bunch of other people that were kidnapped. But then me and my friends, my young friends, all made this all work out and took care of everything. Or we think so, but then it seems like the town might be under some kind of secondary force, but we'll figure that out.
Your dad sees you come in and overhears you say that, and kind of immediately radios in, call the Marshall family, the Greenstein family, and the, oh my god, I think I was going to make the missing kid. That's so bad. The Gain family, and tell them that we found their children. And your dad kind of doesn't say much, but gives you a good pat on the shoulder, and says, "Thanks, bud."
And I emotionally reply with something like, I found him, Dad. We found him. We actually found him this time.
Nice. Yes, you did, bud. And I guess they were missing, you're right. Which is the most of a concession you've ever gotten out of your dad. Jesse and Joshua, you guys walk home and enter empty houses with no lights on. Nothing disturbed. You guys are by yourselves at home.
I mean, with the rug pulled up in Josh's place, like, that's a constant reminder of that shit. He's not staying there.
Okay.
I mean, he's probably gonna hobo it up.
Are you gonna try and couch surf with someone else, or you'd like leave in town?
No, I think I'll hover around town, but won't stay at that house.
Okay. Okay. Who do you think you would reach out to first for a place to stay?
Do you want to stay at a cult house? Do you want to stay at like a parent, what is it, parent teacher organization house? Do you want to live with Karen or live with a cop?
No, I literally think he might just be like homeless and go from
Yeah,
like,
you
place to
literally
place.
might like just wander the streets for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Joshua heads home, grabs a bag of essentials, and kind of wanders. Finally, Wayne. After a long 2 days, you head home. It's probably about 9:30 p.m. at this time, maybe 10. And you see your mom kind of curled up on the couch, with the letter from your dad still in her hand. And you see that she has a number on like a little, really old sticky note that just says Daniel McCall on it, and it has a little landline on it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll let her sleep, and I'll go to like our, I guess, rotary phone. What do we have?
Yeah, you could probably have like a wall-mounted phone.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll dial up the number and hopefully give him a call.
You dial up the number. It's pretty late on a Saturday, but you do hear an answer and says, "Lindsay?
Oh, hey Dad, it's Wayne.
Wayne?
Oh, where are you? I don't think it's gonna be safe for me and Mom anymore here. I found your note and what you were hiding, and I think we stopped it for now, but it'll be back, and I'm sure that the Dr. Lane isn't gonna be too happy with us. Guess like father, like son, yeah?
I guess so. Wow, you found the briefcase. I'm in Plimpton City. Over. I can send a driver to get you both as soon as you're ready. I'd love to see you.
Sure. Isn't that like kind of expensive? We can just get a train ticket, I guess.
Money's not an object.
Oh. Weird. Okay. We'll be ready tomorrow.
Give me a call whenever you are, and I'll have a driver come. Actually, no, I'll come pick you guys up. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see you then. And I'll hang up and begin packing throughout the night.
Hey, is there anything Jesse does on this final Saturday evening?
Oh, he's just sitting on his bed, and he's sitting there with his backpack, and he's holding Sarah's pager, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And I guess I don't know that he would even do anything else. I don't think he's gonna run away or anything. I think because he has his friends, but yeah, I think he's just gonna fade out.
And with that final what the fuck, we end our Kids on Bikes mini season.
Yay!
Buddy.
Right.
Oh, buddy.
I'm sorry, this was a long episode. Thank you all for sticking with me.
Hey, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah, that was a really cool thing.
Milton became the real police chief after all. It's perfect.
Right? Return the Kids actually cared.
Thanks everyone for
Actually
watching
good.
Cloud Hater, Table Cluster.
It's
I see a
me.
bunch of you in here. Pretty cool.
Well, on that note, let's get Mark. You got anything to plug tonight?
So you can find me on Instagram. I've got like art and stuff there that I like to post from time to time, just whenever I feel like it. It's at pixel.demon on Instagram.
Nice. All right, and how about you, Chris?
Also on Instagram at Chris Campbell 37. Post about every 6 months. So
Every season.
enjoy that.
Enjoy that.
All right. Brandon, how about you?
Hey, this is Brandon. Be sure to check me out on the various socials at the BWT. And also, hey, we're doing a big old Smarter style number game. Check it out on the Ravens Realm Discord.
Nice. And Ryan?
Hey, I'm Ryan, and you can find me at Twitch at twitch.tv/ballandrye.
And Kai.
If you want to find me, I am on Twitter at Kidded with 2 Ds. That's KICHIDD.
All right, and that leaves me, Justin, your host tonight. And I just hit the desk really loud. I don't know if that made it to the mic, but either way, yeah, you could hear the music from the intro of this one and the outro, or you can hear all the season themes at bandlab.com/mixsushi3, or you can hear my new album and this theme done in a higher production quality than what you can get at BandLab on your Spotify, your Napsters, your iTunes, your Pandora, iHeartRadio, all that shit. You can find it. Just look up the band Project Bourne. That's my band. That's me. And you'll find it. Yeah, my album Electric Meditations just came out like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, definitely check it out. We are on Kazaa and whatnot too with the album. Anyway, just to call it all out, I think that's it. Appreciate you all. We have a new Vampires thing coming out next, I think is what we're planning. And it will be, Chris will be our host on that one. And yeah, that should be it for the night.
Thank you all for
Bye.
listening.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry, that was
guys.
my vampire hissing.
Oh.